Welcome
Going.
everybody to a new D&D campaign, the Wild West Wyverns, hosted by our wonderful Galagorb. I hope I said that your
Yeah,
name
hello.
right.
You have to say hello.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Well, what he said. Except from your favorite dragon frog. Hello.
Should we
Hello.
like introduce ourselves or something?
Oh, I'm sure we'll get the
Yeah,
chance.
go ahead.
I mean,
Who wants to go first?
I'll go ahead and do it first.
Okay.
Ahem. Hello. I'm Silcy Starfrog, the star-loving cyborg dragon frog, and yeah, if you're tuned into my stream, you guys might be able to see the character that I'm going to be playing, and I am currently working on some of their more casual art. You know, just a little something to occupy my hand until we find ourselves in the middle of a thrilling adventure and we're having to shoot our way on through enemies or, you know, whatever we have to do.
Yeehaw.
Or if there is an actual map, I will respond in kind, of course, but until then, I will be doing art of my character. So
Wow.
I'm playing a centaur.
Self promotion.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and draw my hand, pass it on over to Ravel.
Me? Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Rebel. I'm Spiky Wall on screen. Hello. I don't know if you can see me on Jiraki's stream, but I'm on Silsy's. So yeah, I'm self promoting.
I have your
Yeah.
Discord or whatever you have of your
Yeah.
reactive.
Oh, cool. So yeah, I'm just a silly goober here. Hello. That's it. Next one is gonna be Cuddle.
I I'm a,
Amazing.
I have
Amazing.
I'm a
Amazing,
femboy.
fascinating, riveting.
I'm a femboy haver. I have femboys.
Do you like sell them?
Trades
No,
them like trading cards.
I, I,
Limited
gonna
edition.
God, catch 'em all.
Print.
Gotta
I'm gonna
catch
be
'em all.
I'm going to be playing a shy femboy as part of my legally binding contract with the state of Connecticut.
It's true.
What the fuck?
It is in fact legally binding.
That's
Is
amazing.
Does the state of Connecticut just force you to play femboys?
Let's move on
I
to
don't think they're
Daraki.
forcing. Hello, hi
I don't
there.
think there was much arm twisting involved.
Yeah. Hello, hi there. I am Draki. As you can see, I am a wonderful Thrumbo, but today I will be playing I think it's GIF, right? They're
Yeah.
hippo
Yeah.
people. In this wonderful campaign, and I will be doing my best to do his voice, but I do have water on standby in case I fail.
That's a good idea. I should have water. Darn it.
Yeah. Oh, go get water now while you still have the chance.
No, it's too late now.
All right. Well, Silsi, Jiraki. Oh, I should introduce myself, shouldn't I?
Yes.
My name is Galagorb. I am going to be the dungeon master slash storyteller for this wonderful adventure. And I'm very glad to everybody that has decided to come and watch.
Yay!
Thank you.
Huzzah!
Also,
Um,
boy,
Silsi and Jiraki, if you want to give your viewers some ambiance and a little
Already
bit
on
of a
it.
clue as to where we started.
Already on it.
Oh, I thought
All
the
right.
jockey music thing was working.
No, jockey music, it is working.
It is?
Yeah, have you guys turned it up?
I have it at like 15% and I can't hear anything.
Oh, this track is pretty quiet.
Oh Jesus.
I was playing my own, but I'll go ahead and I'll facilitate your musical invocations here. It may save my bandwidth as well, so
I turned it
give
up
me
to
a
like
second here.
60.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a train.
Exactly. A train,
Undeaf.
which is where we start our adventure. The transcontinental rail liner the Thunder Rail, a massive and relatively a massive and ancient uh, uh, railway that has been unearthed in sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, no problemo.
All right. The Thunder Rail is a massive and ancient lightning rail contraption, a piece of ancient artifice uh, from the age of expansion on the planet of Ascrea that you guys are on. Not a whole lot is known about the machinations that get it to work. However, the as you guys find yourself traveling across the countryside from the coast of Highhaven into the Kindish Valley on the continent of Drunzen. I know I'm throwing a lot of nouns at you, but bear with me. You can't help but marvel at the speed and smoothness of the device as it rumbles along the landscape. And some of the more inquisitively inclined individuals amongst you may find yourself wondering how exactly the Yasalis Trading Company managed to even get their hands on this thing, let alone get it working. There doesn't seem to be any aside from the actual locomotion that you yourselves are feeling. It doesn't feel like, you know, you're not surrounded by magic. It all seems to be mechanically propelled, which, given the reliance of most countries on magic, makes this rather both sophisticated and somewhat quaint form of transportation. The travel from Highhaven to Kindush is it's a 3-day journey. It the it and it which honestly, given the size of the continent itself, is relatively quick, but it has to be, considering that it is relatively common knowledge that a vast majority of the land in on the continent of Drunzen is inhabited by massive and terrifying violent monsters that make settling above ground very difficult. But you all are accomplished adventurers, each one of you with your own legacy of heroic deeds uh, and powerful tools at your disposal, which is why the Salas Trading Company is offering the standing bounty to each of you of 1 million gold pieces should they be able to create a functioning permanent settlement on the southern edge of Lake uh, Lake Nara on the north, which is just north of the Kindish Valley. Needless to say, it's going to be quite the daunting task. Hopefully, you all are up to it. On your travels, or as the train travels across the desert of the Shundazar Empire towards the mountain range dividing Kindish from uh, the rest of the continent, um, an attendant on the train will stop by each of you and let you know that there's a dining car near the front that you are all welcome to partake of the finest cuisine that the trading company has to offer.
Oh boy.
Let's go ahead and everybody roll initiative real quick. Not for fight, just
Oh no.
Initiative for introduction order.
I got
Exactly,
real
yeah.
scared there for a second.
I was gonna if we hadn't been waiting on Neko, I was gonna tell you guys before we started streaming, but it just looks like it didn't line up that way.
+4, so
Confound my high dexterity and my gun that gives me advantage on the initiative rolls. Damn! Curse you, aqua scum.
All right.
we put it like somewhere.
I'm marking it down in general right now. Did Cuddle roll? Oh, they did.
I got a dirty 20. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start with. Oh no, Cuddle needs to.
Cuddle did roll
Where did Cuddle roll?
on the.
Oh, there, Sammy Stormwalker. Okay. Ravel just needs to roll.
They got a dirty 20. They rolled IRL.
Oh, okay. Please use the dice roller.
Shit, I don't know. No.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. All right. So first, y'all can see the order, but the dining car is an elaborate and luxurious affair with a carpeted floor and large lounge seats that each sort of form a booth along the sides of the insides of the car. A full service bar at one end that attaches to where the kitchen is. There are even like I want to say it's like a chaise lounge, one of the big like sort of bench chair things.
Yes.
Plush leather that makes that is freshly cleaned. The whole room smells like roasting meat and fresh chopped herbs, as well as like the scent of roasted cheeses and fresh fruits as well. It's pretty enticing. First, the first person to arrive, naturally the quickest on our feet, is our centaur gunslinger. Celsi, would you be so kind as to introduce your character, please?
Beatrice Celine Etienne makes her way into the car, surveying her surroundings, looking for the source of incredible, uh, the incredible food that she was able to smell from at least 2 cars back. Also, she has never been in such luxurious conditions. She is, after all, only a humble girl who, through a rather large array of circumstances throughout her life, she has somehow landed herself a job as a marshal of the law. And so her presence here has perhaps some additional meanings, who knows? But being in such luxurious conditions and having the availability of great and delicious food, she is going to go and immediately avail herself. Also taking note of the flavors so that she may be able to reproduce them on her own, as she does like to cook.
All right. The only other person in the tavern, or in the tavern, fell into throat. The only other person in the dining car is the bartender. The bartender is an older orc gentleman with a glorious mutton chop style mustache. Just like, we're talking like full chops and a bowler hat that is hanging on a pin behind him.
Going full
Yeah.
Karl Marx with the beard. All right, got them chops. Fantastic.
Absolutely. He as you walk in, he finishes putting away the rest of the spotlessly clean silverware that he's spent the last who knows how long polishing. And he looks at you, and as you find a seat, he walks up from behind the bar with it's probably like 6 inches by 4 inches piece of paper with the menu on it. Naturally, it's a train, so there's not a whole lot of like, it's not like a super wide selection, but clearly they make the effort to make the food itself delicious no matter what you choose. And he says, "Pardon me, ma'am. Is there anything I can
Hello?
get for you?"
Oh goodness gracious. Give me a moment. This is all a very new experience for me. I've never been in a train car with that was exclusively for eating.
He bows his head and hands you the menu. He says, "Fret not. Once you've decided on what you would like, just wave me down and I'll be right over."
But of course, thank you very much, sir.
The as he turns and walks back over to the bar, he grabs a glass of water and puts a few ice cubes in it and carries them over to you. And as he hands you the ice water, we've got our next the door on the far end of the train car opens up as our next arrival comes in. Ravel, if you'd be so kind as to introduce your character.
All right. May I? You see from the inside of this dining area, you see an orc coming inside from the door. Going like, oh, look at all this. What do we have here? It's like very tight hooded coat and just a short bow and a flute for some reason on his back. I'm like, all right, came here for the food. Let's see what we got. And I walk towards the other orc.
Yes, how can I help you?
Okay, let's see what can you offer me in terms of food.
Well, if you'd like to take a moment and read over our menu, I can have the cooks whip up something relatively quickly. And he hands you
Alright.
it's got like 4 or 5 items on it.
Huh. What is there with cheese? Something with a lot of cheese.
Fondue.
Let me get back to you on that. Because the
making me
door
fucking
opens.
hungry.
Oh yeah. The door opens again as more people come in, as a few stragglers enter, but one person really sticks out, and that is Cliff. Why don't you introduce your character?
As he comes into the bay, he
Oh,
probably.
my bad. Sorry, 1 second. I accidentally skipped over Puddle, because Puddle got next on the initiative.
Oh.
Yeah. Cut-o.
Puddle, you here?
If you're talking, your mic's muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
I was double muted.
Oh,
Oops.
What? Hold on. What'd you say? I missed.
that's your turn.
Well, you've entered the dining car. If you could kindly introduce your character.
All right. Wandering in almost as a daze is what appears to be a cloaked figure. The only thing is maybe the bottom half of their face is visible as they sway slightly, looking for any place that has water. In fact, if they've been on this train at any length of time, they've constantly went to a source of water. As they just shuffle up to the bar and they dryly rasp, "Water, please."
Right away, sir. The gruff orc with mutton chops says, sort of. You hear him dunk a glass into the potable water, and
Okay.
hand it over to you.
Sorry.
You seem quite thirsty.
Very, very much. As they just, as soon as they're able, they just take it and just down it. They
Dry as a bone.
so hot. This place is so dry. As they ask for more water.
It's given to them. Dry. You're already dried out. I guess we are in the desert currently. Don't worry. Don't worry. From what I've heard, Drunzen the Kindish Valley is much less arid.
They they drink like they literally just got out of walking through the desert for days.
Oh, goodness gracious. Are you going to be alright, monsieur?
This is the driest place I've ever been to.
Hmm. Perhaps you ought to lie down so that you do not expend any more of your water. Perhaps.
They nod and just find a seat. They they just look very worn, even under all the cloaks. The only thing visible is it's not more a cloak, it's like what's one of those, what's it called, a waiter? A raincoat?
Oh, Duster.
Poncho?
Yeah, poncho or duster. They're
Well, the
also
poncho
wearing
is the square that goes over your shoulders. The duster is like a full length leather jacket that dangles down around mid calf.
well, whatever it is, they're very covered up and they're wearing waders.
Oh.
It might be actually hot just to be in that from outside looking in, but they sit down with their water.
Mm. So, the menu, as you all look at it, has 4 items on it: a Deshir goat cheese and garden salad, kin wheat fed beef steak and grilled vegetables with Pelusian potatoes, Yashalis barbecue pulled pork sandwich, and a Veraki brontosaurus tenderloin with sautéed apple demi glaze.
Pulled pork sandwich for me.
The orc pulls out a little piece of paper and writes down the order. And as the rest of you are deciding, the door slides open again as the car sort of it you can feel the vibration through the floor of the car as the next figure walks into the room. Cliff?
A rather large and kind of stoutly rotund hippo of a man, literal hippo of a man, walks in. As he does so, he has to probably go in sideways and crouch because he is also fairly tall. But once he gets in, he looks around and goes, "Oh, oh my, look fancy," and would probably go towards like the nearest little area to sit and look at the menu. Not wanting to.
The orc uh, brings over a glass of water. Everybody gets the same size glass, but he sets out 2 pitchers, um one for Sammy, and then the other for Cliff. Cliff gets a pitcher of water placed discreetly next to him.
Thank you.
course. If there's anything else that you need,
Yes, I would.
please just give me a wave.
Uh, yes. Before you go, I would like to try this Brontosaurus tenderloin.
Ah, of course.
Thank you.
He taking Beatrice, taking her order and Cliff's order. He he looks at Ravel, or he looks at um Mora and Sammy to see if they want anything before sending the order back to the kitchen.
The one that says cheese. That one.
Anyway, sure.
I'll. And they do a dry cough. I'll take anything that you recommend. Just more water. As they're already pouring another glass from the pitcher.
Do be sure to slow down, yeah? You drink too much water too fast, you could pass out. And with that,
They-
he puts you in for a pulled pork sandwich as well, and sends the order back. Um, as the train continues along at a decent speed, it's hard to tell for with any. It's pretty interesting. You guys have started to sort of like skirt along the side of a mountain range, so like it drops pretty sharply down, and then off of one side, and then on the other side, you've got the mountain which actually the mountains which actually rise up. Um, where was that?
Yeah.
What's up?
He looks out the window. Is it still just dry, arid?
Hello?
Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
no, do not tell me that my headset just cut out.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Cuddle.
Oh.
Hey, Galagorb, can you hear us?
There we go.
I think.
I don't know what happened. My headset took a shit for a second.
No problem.
Oof.
DM, what's the weather like?
Actually, despite this being a desert and being on this side of the mountains, it's surprisingly overcast. Large clouds, sort of like big and fluffy ones, kind of rising up off the horizon.
Is there a cumulus?
Cumulonimbus.
What?
Like cumulonimbus, yeah.
Rain? Is it possible it might rain?
It's hard. It's not really possible to tell at
Mm.
at this point. That's how they're way off in the distance.
Their head kind of sinks.
The 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 door sort of slams open again, not with any sort of pomp and circumstance, not with any sort of ceremony or anything, but another a very tall woman with like a pale blue, almost seafoam colored skin, and and a prosthetic arm walks in. The any of you that are familiar with any level of artifice would be able to tell that the arm itself um is is sort of magically held together. Um, it looks like um, an ever shifting series of interwoven plates, sort of moving around like musculature. As she walks through the dining car, and she looks at the orc, and she goes, "Oi, Gortusk! Any news on those layabouts that the company hired? Some sort of fancy protection racket we're I'm supposed to be helping the company run." And the orc looks up at her and he says, "Now, Captain, you know that the difficulties we've been running into in the Kindish Valley have made it harder for us to find new hands willing to stay longer than a few days." And she scoffs. She looks like she's like a mix between Goliath and Storm Giant. And she says, "Ah, if it wasn't for this wound, and the fact that the company won't let me leave the settlement, except for one of these retrieval missions, we'd be rolling in coin by now. You know that, right?" And he goes, "Mm-hmm, sure." The tall woman looks uh over at Sammy and says, "Oi, you know it's rude to wear a hood indoors, right?"
Well, it's just, they're fidgeting.
If I
Um,
didn't know any better, I'd say you were on this train to cause some trouble.
and no, I'm not trying anything. I promise. They still have their hood up.
Relax. Relax. I don't actually care that much. Just like busting people's chops. She sniffs and she looks over at the other orc.
I was already
And
looking
she
at her like, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, orc.
He's like well, she's like, oh man, she's a solid 4 feet taller than uh than the passenger orc. That's how we'll differentiate the two.
Right.
And she says, "Hey, look at that, Gortusk. You bring a cousin on here or something? What's your name?"
My name, it's Grak from Orkamar. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh, all right then. She sort of scoffs deciding that she needs to get away from these two, she reaches behind the bar as Gortusk starts slapping at her arm like, "Hey, get out of that!" One second again, sorry. Valestrazix, get your hands out of the provisions. Last thing we need is for you to drink the whole car dry again. And she says, yeah, whatever. And she grabs, like, in one hand, she grabs, like, 4 of the bottles of whiskey that are behind the counter. And starts to walk back over to the others. And says, "Oi, you all, if the door's open for you, then that must mean you're employees of the company. That's what those tickets that you were given when you got on the train, they would have let you guys get into this car. You all wouldn't happen to be the ones the company hired in order to keep the town safe," she says in like a very annoyed, sort of mocking tone.
Are we?
Yeah, that's why you were hired.
Alright.
I believe it was something along those lines, yes.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, she finally put 2 and 2 together.
Well, it's just I don't recognize any of you. And only employees of the company can get up here. So if I don't recognize you, you must be new.
Well,
My name is
gotta make it work.
Valestrazix. My name's Valestrazix Thunderjaw. I'm what you would consider to be like the sheriff of our little operation in the Kundush Valley.
An openly derisive snort from Beatrice.
I don't know who I am or where I am.
Right.
Oh
All
yeah?
I know is I'm
Sheriff.
here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
She simply just goes, sheriff, of course.
Look, I'm the one that was hired by. I don't like it either. I was the one that was chosen by the bigwigs back in the mainland to be the one that sort of spearheads this little operation and acts as the liaison with the rest of the company, especially since you mercs aren't going to be officially inaugurated into our ranks anytime soon. So for now, y'all answer to me. Understood?
He says as he's basically mid-bite.
You got it.
Temporary retainer, I will only tolerate you as far as my contract requires. As I am an actual officer of the law.
Oh, honey. You don't know a whole lot about Drunzen, do you? There is no law out here except the one that can be except the will of whoever can be enforced. And I've got no doubt if the company decided to hire you, y'all might be able to handle it. But if you're not careful, the Kundush Valley is gonna tear your ass apart. Y'all don't even really know why. What all do you know about why you were even hired, or what you were hired to do?
Unfortunately, I was not given very many specifics, as I was assigned this through my office. I did not get to pick and choose this. That isn't for me to decide. See, that's the difference between someone like you and someone like me. You see this as some sort of burdensome activity for you. But for me, bringing law and order is mostly its own reward. And I don't ask many questions as to what I'm going to be doing. I just go and I fucking do it.
As you say that, the whole car goes dark as the train enters a tunnel. The 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 knocking wheels getting getting a bit louder as they echo inside the tunnel. Seems we let's see. Seems like we're good. Oh, sounds to me like we're about to enter the mountain range. So she uses her thumb and just basically just like snaps off the neck of one of the whiskey bottles she stole from the bar.
Mm,
I thought you were about to say something way darker.
long.
Oh,
They take
Snaps
They-
off the neck of the person closest to her, just reaches out.
He's straight up.
There's my half.
I
Anyway,
am
they
death.
take
Straight
they
up
take
fucking
a
murder.
long they take a long awkward sip from their water.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at Silsey like, holy shit.
Like you. You've got a real pair on you. Metaphorically speaking.
Looks down at her own chest and goes, "Not really a metaphor."
Hmm. Fair enough. Well, let's see, you're the marshal, or you're the lawbringer. Let's see. She pulls out like really well crafted, like we're talking like these are plated, they're plated cards. Think like a business card made out of. Have any of you guys ever gotten to hold like one of those really, really high quality metal credit cards?
can't say
Yes.
that I have.
It's
Yeah.
like that. It's like that.
Huh.
And she goes, so you must be Beatrice Celine Etienne, or however the hell you
Etienne.
pronounce that.
Etienne. And yes, I am.
Here you go, honey. She whips it. She like gambit flips it in your direction, and it sticks into a piece of wood next to you. Don't lose that. It's the easiest way. That thing right there. These cards. They're made out of the finest, the finest, thinnest, workable slice of adamantium possible. Forged and mined right here in the Kundush Valley. That's why we're here. All these rare resources dredged up by constant storms of magic and craziness created by all manner of monstrosity. I made these myself. Let's see. Ooh, big boy. Cliff Meyer.
That'd be me.
That spelled right?
I wouldn't imagine it'd be
She
hard to spell.
she fucking shurikens it into
I was gonna say I could
into
just
the
deflect missile.
right. Yeah, no. I mean, go for it. She just fucking shurikens it in your direction.
What do I roll for deflect missile?
You don't have to, bro. You just catch that shit
It just catches it out of the air between two fingers.
as a reaction. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you just this fucking hippo just fucking plucks that shit right out of right out of the air. Alrighty. I got 3 more cards here. Who the hell is Stammy? What kind of name is that? I ain't never heard of nothing that crazy before.
Um, that's me.
Oh, the sponge over there. The one drinking all the water.
Sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. Here, she just sets it on the counter next to you. Because she's already standing there. Now, you, she says, looking over at the orc.
Yep.
I got 2 cards left. One is for a human. And the other one, well, let's just say it's not for an orc. So, my question to you is, who the fuck are you?
Look, some people you don't know how to write my name right, you know? Orcish
that
names,
so?
you know what I mean?
Selena's gonna go for her gun.
Alright, no need to
Cliff's
do
just
that.
kind of cocking his head.
Listen, I don't have a problem with you disguising yourself amongst people you don't know. However, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and assume that this is you, she says, showing showing Ravel the ID card that was made for them, and it's like it's a shockingly good depiction of what you look like, and it has your real name on it.
Yeah, that would yeah, that would be me.
That's
And
what I
grab it.
thought. Yeah, she hands it over to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. None of my business, really. If you decide to change your appearance, frankly, I don't give a shit. I got one last person, but I don't know where the fuck she is. Oh well. Anyway. She takes a deep swig of the whiskey as the you guys see the walls of the tunnel y'all are in start to brighten as you guys reach the exit into the actual Kundish Valley itself. And she looks at Beatrice and she goes, "Honey, enforcing law and order is going to be one of the least important things on your mind. once you get to know the kind of hellscape we're having to operate in, and it, whoosh, as the train exits the tunnel, um, you guys pass what looks like perched on the side of the mountain next to the tunnel that the train is exiting through is a massive moose antlered gargoyle. We're talking like, oh god, it's built like it's basically built. It looks like a demon made of stone. Where the wings are like they're like it's front its top its arms are bat wings, big muscular fucking bat wings, and it is easily 20 feet tall. With bull moose antlers that sort of sweep forward, out to the sides, and back. And it's completely stationary as you guys pass it. And then you guys basically hear the rush of the wind as it flies right by the train and takes off into the big wide open.
The hell?
Holy.
It's a Baraxis. It's just what we decided to name it. We don't know where it came from, even. That damn thing doesn't attack any non-living creatures, or let's see, it doesn't attack any constructs that it sees or undead. It seems to only give a shit about going after the living, which is why we can't do covered wagons or convoys in and out of the valley. Big fucker likes to hide somewhere in the mountains. But yeah, this is the kind of shit we're dealing with out here.
That is so cool.
That
So-
sounds very scary.
I wonder what it tastes like.
So you say that law and order will be one of the last things on my mind?
I'm just saying you got bigger fish to fry, sweetie.
Are there still people out here? Is there still some vestige of civilization?
Yeah, but don't go thinking you can enforce. Wait, where was your jurisdiction again?
My jurisdiction was back in the capital.
Ah. Oh. Ew. Well, the crown doesn't hold a lot of sway out here. This is trading company territory, you see. So until you get officially deputized by yours truly, you can't enforce shit. Understood? The law out here is what I say it is. Don't worry. I do my best to run a tight ship. Understood?
I shall pass your sentiments along.
Sounds good. Thank you kindly.
Note,
The,
that's not consent. That was not an assent to what she's been saying, so,
of course. On either side of you, you guys can see, like, okay, so as best as you can tell, the train isn't on tracks anymore. It's like it's flying through the air. you can't see the tracks that the train would be on right now. Um, every
Is it
now
just
and then,
Borderlands to it?
no.
Not levitating through the air.
Oh, like a Lev train? Yes, actually, yes. That is what happened. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm thinking Borderlands 2 where they crash.
No,
And it's
I'm
like
I'm
not.
talking about pre-crash.
Oh,
Pre-crash
yes.
before.
Kind of, yeah. Um, However, the it's like the train is traveling through the air and passing through sets of floating brackets like that are kind of suspended in the air by large pink crystals. Stretching out in all directions from what you guys can see is almost completely untouched uh, um, I cannot remember the name of the biome.
Wooded.
Uh, I want to
Step.
say it's like Mesa.
Step.
Yeah,
Steps.
untouched steppe, uh, with a large forest to the east and to the west. Wet wetlands further beyond that. I mean, you guys are high enough up that it's like you're in a plane.
Oh.
I must say again, like, this is so cool.
This is so hot.
I don't think I've been
Take
up
some
this
of the
high
glow.
Oh
before.
no, having passed through the temperature is significantly colder than it was when you were in the Shindazar Empire's land. 'Cause that's a desert. This is
Probably,
not a
pro-
desert.
probably the better question is say it's dry.
It's not even. I mean, this high up, it's a good thing you guys aren't outside the thing.
The climate, to put it simply, the climate is not what they're used to.
Yeah.
This is a climate clearly out of their depth.
We.
Anyway, we still got about a half trip. We still got about a half day's ride to uh to EK, the which is like the little hub we're trying to get set up so that we can make as much all get filthy rich. That's ultimately the objective. Now, ain't it?
Yep, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Disdainful glare.
Okay, what is everyone's passive perceptions?
I have a big old
17.
13.
D&D
We
Beyond.
got a 17,
I got 14.
13, 14.
Only because I don't have expertise in perception yet. I didn't have enough room. I didn't have enough feats to allocate that. But you
That's
better
saying a
fucking
lot.
believe that will be the
Centaur.
first thing. That will be the
That's saying
first
a lot.
fucking thing.
Not having
If-
enough feats as a centaur that's saying a lot.
I will kick you in the shin.
Sammy has a 15.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, even though you guys are just below the clouds, Beatrice, as you give that disdainful glare to Velostrazix, you see an absolutely colossal shadow sort of drift just inside the cloud cover, a few miles off. It's only there for a second or two.
Slowly make my way over to the closest window to look through to see if I can get a good peek see and reaffirm whether or not we are alone up here up in the crazy blue.
Is the familiar rumble of thunder from far away. As you guys are high enough up to actually see the difference in weather across the land, you can see many miles away there is a storm a brewing. Lances of lightning sort of one lightning bolt starts a small fire as it hits a tree and knocks it over the tree, going tumbling down the hillside it's on. But in that same cloud, as the lightning crackles, you see Silsey. Now that you're looking at it, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay, let's see if it's any better than my passive.
Yeah, if it is
17,
better
identical.
than... Nice. Okay. It's very difficult to tell because it's only for an instant, but you see the silhouette of something absolutely tremendous get backlit by a crackle of lightning up inside the cloud.
Slowly unholster my pistol as I start trying to get a bead on the shape. I do not believe that we are alone up here in the sky anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means we should prepare for something.
We're talking
you-
like this is like miles out.
I mean,
Well, I have no
kind of-
idea how fast it can move.
True. No, I'm not commenting on you. I'm like. Oh.
Well, hello there,
Okay.
music change.
Yeah. Hello, music change.
Hello, music
Not
change.
expecting that.
wait, Netco's here.
I snuck in
Yes.
like a rogue
indeed.
in
Right as the music changed.
Yeah. Actually, as the
A
tension.
dusty tumbleweed comes into the train car.
almost as if it was to waiting for the tension to get as high as possible. The far door at the other end of the cab opens up as Echo, your character, walks in. Please describe.
So, the one that you see before you is a strange fellow at that. I seem to be wearing straps on a sort of white sort of shirt that connect down to their belts. Their shoes are a bit of an unorthodox kind of black with a bit of silver on them. They have what appears to be sort of horns that protrude from them, though it's kind of hard to tell. And they have long hair that is purple with a bit of black. Their eyes look insane and tired. Strangely enough, their skin is as gray as ash. And on top of that, you feel an ominous aura coming from the weapon that is on their back.
You must be the human that this cool lady mentioned.
You see,
Yippers, that's me.
The cloaked phaser gets a visible shuffle. Or sorry, shutter. Shuffle shutter. As they're already checking the pitcher's already empty of its water.
Y'all look so interesting.
And
The,
Who's talking?
the half giantess lounging about halfway through the dining car. That's been giving the centaur a bit of weird looks. So looks in your direction and goes,
sorry, one moment.
Mawinda?
Yep, that's me.
Well, honey, here's your ID card. I don't have a whole lot of. She stops and listens just before the rest of you hear like a low roar from far away that sort of echoes out.
Ugh.
I can't get over this music change. This is not the music we need for this current situation.
Nope. Hold up a
It's so
sec.
true.
It's fine.
Calm Western music before before the tumbleweed storm.
It's fine.
So distracting, especially when you say, especially when you've got going. You feel an unsettling darkness coming from this person's weapon.
Boom, bing, bing, boom, bing.
Oh no.
Like this
Damn,
this
that
is
is
the kind of
hilarious.
music I would listen to. This is the music that would play when you're drinking lemonade, watching someone just walk it just walking a horse through like a training track as they're trying to get used to like roping cattle or something on a sunny like afternoon. There we go.
Neko,
Yes.
pick the music. Pick her theme song.
Okay. Oh,
Just
plays
fine.
Dark
Yeah,
Souls music.
Anyway,
Boom, 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 boom.
right.
The Valley of Boreas. That'd be perfect. Or the
Boreal
Boreal
theme.
Valley. Yeah, Boreal Valley.
In all seriousness, DM, can I have to ask both Neko and can I see the sword clearly?
Oh, that's not a sword, buddy. That is a very big great axe
All right,
that has
great axe
multiple
sword.
eyes on it.
Great.
Fuck.
These are just swords on both sides. Anywho, can I get a vibe check on it?
A vibe check.
I would like to vibe
Yes,
check the
me.
weapon.
A roll for vibe.
I would like, yeah. So, just something's giving me the heebie-jeebies about that great axe.
Yeah, it's a great axe with eyeballs on it, bro. You don't need to vibe check it. It's fucking freaky.
Is the eyeballs moving?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
even in character. Oh.
I think I'm just gonna look at her and go like, "That is so goddamn cool."
Thank
Just
you.
just big orc. So cool.
Like,
It's so
like,
cool.
She like looks back at her weapon and she's like,
like, I told you they like you, Ify.
You named your axe?
Blink.
Oh, no, they have a name on their own. Their name is...
and she speaks in an unholy tongue.
Beautiful.
Honestly,
Just
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
like that much flam.
You know what, honey? I personally probably would have refrained from speaking abyssal in mixed company, but you let that freak flag fly, and frankly, I respect it. However, it seems that we have ourselves a bit of a sticky situation. Here, before I forget, and she tosses an adamantium ID card at
Open window.
yeah, at
Hooray.
Verwinda. Hold on to that. It'll survive just about anything. So
Ooh.
if we need to identify your corpse, that's the easiest way to do it.
Oh, I don't plan on going down anytime soon, but I appreciate the concern.
You might not have a choice, she says, as ooh, who's got a passive insight above 16?
Nope.
Passive insight? No, unfortunately
I got
not.
16. I got exactly 16.
For passive insight? Damn.
Damn, man.
I'm just too busy digging into this fucking tenderloin.
Mhm.
Yeah, Melinda, you notice that despite her earlier bravado, now Velastrazic, the half giantess in front of you, now seems to be severely distracted by whatever is going on in the clouds far away from the train y'all are on.
Hmm.
You're getting a kind of, I shouldn't have even you're getting a kind of vibe that from her that's like, God damn it, now I have to deal with this. And she says, she stands up and she says, well, listen, I have to get going. Got paperwork, sure, to fill out. As she stands and leaves the car. Go, Gortusk, the orc bartender, looks over at Melinda and says, "Can I get you anything to eat, Mom?"
Oh, that's mighty kind of you.
He hands over a menu.
She's gonna look at that menu.
And as you glance down at the menu, a lightning bolt streaks from across the sky from almost a half mile, or from over a mile away, and
Lightning?
slams. Yes, a bolt of lightning streaks like it's almost like a beam. Just fucking the clouds open up as a bolt of lightning streaks across the sky and strikes the front half of the dining car. About 3 feet from where Velastrazics had been sitting.
Oh.
They literally eat. You hear the most high pitched scream as they just jump up. Only Neko can do high pitched.
Don't.
Don't expect me, Neko.
No, I'm saying don't.
Okay.
No need.
Yeah, we can
Theater
all
of the
imagine-
mind, we can imagine
Yes.
it.
But yeah, they words. Melinda, like, her eyes can like stare over at you, then stares over at you know, so we didn't get did we get struck, or did we see it or hear it, I mean?
No, I mean the car, the dining car you guys are in has
Just got struck
been-
by lightning.
just got
Okay,
hit by
that-
lightning.
Then yeah.
In
But
fact,
when
there's
that's
a
kind of like,
fucking there's a hole. The wind and air, and it seems like very quickly the um it seems like
Cabin
one
pressure
second.
dropping.
Yes.
oh well,
Shit.
Gwendo's just kind of kind of just looking outside, I guess.
All right, 1 second.
What in the blazes was that?
That was
Um,
a skyborn visitor, whoever it is, or whatever it is.
Lightning?
He's currently getting up from his seat. Just.
Real quick.
You need help?
This poor cabin.
Yeah, I just need to. Can you just end it?
Oh.
Just end it. Just
End
end
it.
it all.
Wait,
Right
here it
there.
is.
Oh, man.
Goodbye.
Duh.
Be gone! What?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, currently.
Oh wait, I
experiencing
see
technical
album.
difficulties.
Hold on. I got you. You're copying the album.
I can't believe I rolled a natural 1 for vibes.
It's okay.
Here, it's fine.
Natural one for
Second.
vibes. No, I don't worry. I got you. Bam, 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 bam.
Go, got it.
Yep, there it is.
All right.
Oh, okay. That's a very sudden, very different vibe.
You might want to hit repeat.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
We'll handle that in just a second. Anyway, the okay. The lightning bolt strikes the side of the car, basically blowing a hole through from one side of it to the other as it blasts through this this mechanical structure.
Oh, well, fuck.
The drop in pressure basically sucks anything that weighs less than 100 pounds out of that's not bolted down or held in place by something out through the far window, as suddenly it seems like the storm itself is much closer than it had been even a few minutes ago.
I
Son of a bitch!
Italian. Son of a beach.
What if I be?
No. Hey,
Suddenly
hey,
Italian.
fucking leave me alone, eh?
It's
I know,
French,
I know.
French.
That's kind of like that. I'm like, that's pretty rich coming from somebody who changed like 5 accents when I was trying to pin one down for Velostrazix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just teasing. So, suddenly it is very cold and wet inside the diner as the rain and pressure differential just sort of sucks the moisture into the dining room. Gortusk has sprung into action, pulling the alarm lever in the one used for like robberies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the which has caused the doors on either end to shut and lock. Silsey, since you were already looking in that direction, it's like in one lightning flash, the creature breathed in clouds from far away, was like, we're talking 10-15 miles, and then in the next in the next lightning flash, it's only a half mile away. This bitch got here quick.
Can I roll a perception?
Go for it. Roll me perception.
Oh, that sucks.
Rip.
All right, what are you trying to perceive?
See what it is causing this.
Oh, yeah, it's heavily obscured by the clouds. You occasionally see like a massive wing sort of dip down from under the clouds. But as far as getting a solid look at it, I mean, like, you can only catch glimpses of the silhouette as lightning inside the cloud backlights the monster.
Can I try?
I'm gonna keep consecutive tries to a minimum. So I'll let 2 more people try. Otherwise, we'll be rolling all day.
Okay.
I've seen enough though. I'm now I am now going for the bartender, and I'm demanding you know, is there some sort of mechanism? Are there life preservers? What the fuck do you even have in this fucking train car?
Ma'am, let me just be perfectly honest. Nothing like this has ever happened before. However, we do have the he starts basically on like a company disclaimer. The Yasalis Trading Company has nothing but the utmost concern for its passengers' safety. Alright? In the event of an emergency, if you had been paying attention to the safety briefing before we left, you would know that there are feather tokens under each of the seats.
Immediately goes and gets the feather token. All right.
As far as for defenses, this is the first time this vehicle has ever been attacked. So,
Well, it is time to adapt. You are under attack. What do we do? Are there mechanisms to protect you?
Can we attack back?
I like that. I like that idea.
Yes, well, whatever it is still at least another half mile away, and it is able to shoot us with lightning. You are more than welcome to go ahead and try your luck.
He says, I'm sorry, madam, but this vessel doesn't have any, we figured we were high enough up that we wouldn't need any defensive weaponry. I mean, the only thing we'd be in danger from is highwaymen and criminals, and this train moves too damn fast.
Why?
Yeah.
So
Clearly,
calm?
it does not move fast enough, and something has decided to come after us.
DM,
Hmm?
considering its nature as lightning based, and it's obviously a flyer, based on my own profession and background, could I recall any such creature that can move that fast, shoots lightning, can fly?
Fucking short list, I'll tell you that.
I'll be real, there's nothing the likes of which you would know about that is capable of meeting every one of those criteria.
Well, I have Plan B then. I'd like to cast a spell.
Okay. What spell would you like to cast?
Elevated Sight. You cast your eyes upward, granting you sight from a higher vantage point. You project your vision to see through an invisible sensor which appears in a spot 120 feet above you. You can see through the sensor you are flying, granting full 360 view from the location.
So you throw a
okay.
drone into the sky.
Basically, yeah. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and keep in like it'll. We'll just let it move with you, because technically you guys have a movement speed while Crane's moving.
The sensor moves with you, retaining its height in relation to you.
Oh, sick. Okay, no need to bend any rules then.
Nope. It'll always be 120 feet. Well, up to 120 feet right above me.
Okay, how high do you want it?
As level as I can gauge with this attacker. And once I feel I've got a good view, I'll go 10 feet above it to see if I can get a vantage point that probably is above the clouds covering it up.
I mean, it's like it's inside the clouds. In fact, the clouds seem to have moved with it.
Does it have any shape language, even a vague shape?
Yeah. You've been observing it long enough at. You know what? We'll actually come back to that in just a second, because you've got to take your time to like watch what's going on with it. What is everybody else doing?
I'm trying to make sure that all the chefs and kitchen staff have their tokens on hand and on their persons.
Yeah,
I'm basically trying to get everybody ready for the inevitable, for what feels like the inevitable crash of this vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, well, good news. The crew, the people that work on the train, they actually have feather tokens that are like sewn into their uniforms so that it's always on them.
All right. Good.
So as you go talk to the chefs, like the chef who is a old dwarf guy, he's like, yeah, Missy, we never thought we'd have to use these, but here we are.
Bada bing, bada
Very
boom.
good. As long as you are prepared, just also be aware whatever it is flies, so it may come after anyone who may get separated from the vehicle. So bear that in mind. Because if we end up free falling away from the train, that just means you're basically like a flying piece of popcorn to get caught in the mouth.
Yep. All right, Ravel, Neko, or Draki, you guys doing anything?
Melinda, well, I guess she'll get her feather token first, and then just kind of prep herself for whatever this thing might be.
Okay.
I'll just try my best to not fall prone.
Sounds good.
Cliff would probably be getting his feather token, and basically anybody that's having a bit of trouble would just, hold on to them as, this thing that does not move in this cabin.
I'm just gonna look at you, look at the feather token, go like, are you sure you don't need two of those?
I'll be fine.
I already got my feather token as I'm trying to scout.
Alrighty. As as the clouds get closer, they look like they're fucking trucking. Like, we're talking easily 50 to 100 feet per second. The end of the cloud sort of gets pulled forward and almost breaching from the surface of the cloud as it gets closer to the train. You see a massive, like, we're talking, oh,
Hmm.
90-foot wingspan.
Oh, Jesus.
Goodness.
That's a big flyer.
That's pretty zesty.
I'm a bird. I'm a bird.
Yeah. It looks like it looks similar to no creature any of you guys have ever seen before. Massive, two tremendous wings that beat heavy enough to send contrails and wisps of cloud flurrying away. A large muscular frame with arms and legs that it sort of uses to claw its way across the sky, and a massive and a tremendous tail that acts like a rudder. Its body seems to be comprised of plates of rock held together by lightning itself.
Hmm.
As
NECA, the music.
Mhm.
That's okay. I think the music mood will probably change when we start to free fall, which should be any time now.
This shit got
Any
upgraded.
second now.
Not like I'm trying to invite that, but it does kind of seem like the inevitable outcome of this situation.
In short, this thing goes, uh-oh.
Alright, out of
Uh,
character, this would be considered meta knowledge, but it is dragon shaped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so out of character, it looks
It's
like a
on the
dragon
box art of the
made
game.
out of rock and held together by lightning.
huh.
I said it's the box art of the game.
Yeah. However, a fun little tidbit is that dragons aren't really a thing in Iskrea. Not really. There aren't
Oh, but the game is
There
called
aren't
Dungeons
any-
and Dragons.
I know, don't get too sad. There are, spoiler alert, there are lots of dragons still. However, they make a very concerted effort to stay hidden.
Yay.
Except
And
this
you?
one, apparently. Well, this doesn't look like any true. This doesn't look like any dragon in the true sense of the word. Like I said, it looks like an elemental in the shape of a dragon. However, even like at a size that is frankly just awe-inspiring and terrifying. Yeah.
I need
Mhm.
Bitch has no business being that fucking big.
what's hold on. Where was that world anvil again?
Oh, it's linked in, or it's pinned in general chat.
There you
Oh boy, the general chat has now become taken over by all the music.
I'll make a music. I'll make a music channel later.
Durgan.
It's
Oh boy. Taking a look at that art. Uh, share that with folks at home. This is what we're being told is currently trying to punch the shit through our train.
Oh,
This.
In fact,
Yeah.
as the beast gets closer and it slows down, it seems to corporeate, like solidify. So when it came out of the clouds, it had cloud vapor and lightning trailing behind it, and it seemed almost gaseous in and insubstantial. And then as it got closer, it began to solidify as the plates sort of materialized out of the clouds. The lightning was trapped within its form, and it opens its mouth. And as it opens its mouth towards the train car, we're gonna take a break. I need about 15 minutes.
it's time for
Rah.
Break.
Oh.
Nice.
awesome. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
it's time for Neko's game show.
Ba-ba-ba-da.
Wow.
It's it's called Roll for Waifu.
Oh, I'm gonna roll.
Neko, roll and see what waifu you get.
I got a 12.
Oh wow.
Which waifu are you giving out, Neko?
What level are we all starting at? Well, Chadwick, the level we're starting at is level 11. We're starting off as seasoned adventurer.
That's a lot of levels.
Hold on, I
It's
found it. 12 is Goth GF.
Oh my god, really? Got lucky.
Neko Goth GF.
Now presenting your brand new Golf GF.
What's
Uh,
what's do the Goth GF? Do the Goth GF catchphrase, Neko.
Golf GF catchphrase.
I don't know.
the fuck is that?
I had,
You
I
are
guess I
asking me
love
quite
her,
the
whatever.
impossible question here.
just say something as a Goth GF. It's all catchphrases when a Goth GF says it.
Whatever.
Do
Yep,
I
that
have
worked.
to go?
Do I
You have a
have
level
to?
1 dub.
All right. So see roll.
What for?
For wife.
Roll for
For
wife.
Why?
Yeah, why? I'm already right here.
What am I? What am I? What am I rolling? A D20, D100?
Yeah.
What am I?
D20.
12.
You then you
Also
get a
Goth.
Goth
Oh, the
GF.
same one? Let's go.
Here we go again.
All right. Jiraki, are you there?
No.
He's gone.
I'm actually gonna
Okay.
grab some water.
I'm
Walter.
gonna roll. I'm gonna
See
roll
you,
this physical dice.
see you in a little bit.
Mm.
And yes, I said
I'm up.
water. What about
Oh,
it?
Water? You want some water?
Yeah, I want a water bottle.
Go get water bottle then.
Yeah.
Go get a bottle of water.
Come on. Give me all right, come on, give me Tenric Tomboy. Give me Tenric Tomboy. 1.
That's not Tarek Taramboy, I'm sorry to tell you.
I am dying forever. What did I get then?
Well, you, my friend, you ended up getting drumroll Harpy Girl.
Scary Tommy.
Oh God, Harpy girls.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to bathe a Harpy girl?
Yeah. Good luck.
It's like get in the bath. No. Do you just want to play your Harpy girl?
One day,
What was her name again?
Ippy. Her name was Ippy.
She died.
No, I just haven't used her.
No, she just stinks because she refuses to take a bath.
I, Ravel, have returned.
Oh my god,
Rebel.
Revel.
I
Rebel,
returned.
roll
Rebel.
again. Roll again for your next waifu.
I got a next
I
one. Do
have
I have to get
returned.
married twice?
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Did I get a
Well, technically,
divorce?
No.
What are we
no.
doing?
Well,
I got a
Rolling
divorce.
rolling for wives while the DM is getting their munch on.
All right,
I also
Jaraki,
went
roll a
and got
d20.
foods.
I rolled an 18, by the way.
All right. What's an 18 give, Neko?
an 18?
Yeah.
I got a 19.
An 8. An 18 and a 19. Ooh. Okay. Let me look at my list. An 18 gets you Goblin Girl.
Yes! Oh my god.
19 gets you a Slime Girl.
Hey, that worked.
Dude, I'm winning. I stay winning.
I win. I win.
I like slime.
I
Uh,
stay winning.
What does a 3 get me?
A 3?
Yeah.
A 3 gets you
Bucket of salt.
a bucket of
Fucking so-
Oh no.
But Chadwick says
Oh.
if he can roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And Chadwick, give us a roll. Or should I roll for you so then we can all see the number? Tell you what, I will roll for Chadwick because I
Whatever.
have a d20 right here that we can all see.
I'm
I
still
have a
not great.
soul.
I'll be right back.
So I got a Salt Elemental GF.
Oh, Chadwick gets an 18 as well.
That is
Another
Gobbo.
gobble? Let's go.
Another Gobbo.
Chadwick, you get a gobbo girl.
Do the gobble voice. Do it.
Mm,
Do
Some
the Gobbo voice?
imagination.
Okay.
Ah, good job. Happy to help you. Hello.
Hello.
It's me, Goblin Girl. Hello.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh my god, are you also a Goblin Girl?
Yes, I like
Wow.
shinies.
We could share shinies.
No, I don't like share.
Oh, maybe
You can share
trade.
yours.
Hmm. Maybe we
Oh.
trade shinies.
Maybe your shinies are
No.
better than my shinies.
Well, I don't know. You might have some good shinies too.
Let me see yours,
Okay.
and I'll show you mine.
Hmm.
What the
Maybe.
fuck is even? What the fuck even is this anymore? Meanwhile, this is stupid. Meanwhile, I'm cuddling with my Salt Elemental GF.
It's just that one Pokemon from
The fucking Gargnackle?
Yeah, Garden.
yeah, but
Just
as a waifu.
But it's the fucking Minecraft
Yeah.
blockheaded.
Minecraft Pokemon.
Yeah, it's the Minecraft Pokemon, but as a Golem waifu.
Garganackle.
Alright. Silsey, do your next roll.
Why?
Oh, you
Oh,
got divorced
wow.
too.
I have returned.
Because we're
Welcome
Oh
back.
wait. Alright, now you can do Jiraki's.
Alright.
I already rolled though, didn't I?
What'd you roll again?
A 19.
Oh, I'm doing.
Yeah.
Am I doing another
Yeah, they got
roll?
they got slime. They got
Slime Girl.
Yeah.
I was about to say, am I doing another roll? What are we doing?
I don't know. What's the Slime Girl GF? The
I
Jiraki gets
I
Neko.
got your waifu cuddle.
Yep, Garnackle.
Mm.
Uh,
What's the slime girl GF that he gets?
and just want
Yeah.
to. I'm.
Blorb.
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 Lord.
I would
Blorb. Bubble,
just
bubble,
a.
bubble.
What type of
Oh wait,
slime?
what if? Well, hold on. Slime girl stoner GF.
What?
I don't know. I just thought
Ironically, I
about
have a
that.
character that's already like that.
Just do that. Do that, Neko.
Sad, dude.
Oh no. I just imagine Grundy being like, "What's up?"
Saw, saw,
Dude.
dude. How you doing? Yeah.
Grunty you, she's stoned.
What's
The
up?
stone grunt doing their work.
There are probably like stone grunt out there.
Oh, there 100% is.
Just work in the herb shop.
Will you ever meet them? Who knows? Ooh.
Like, bruh.
Anywho. What about a 15? Tenric
A
Tomboy?
No, sorry.
Damn.
I
A
somehow
15
rolled a
does not.
74.
A 7. Who? Huh?
We're rolling 1d20. I don't know what you're rolling.
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay. 15, 15, my friend. You want to know what that will get you? That will get you a cowboy cat girl.
Not bad.
Does she go
Rootin'
Ye-Claw?
tootin'.
Rootin' tootin' yarn shootin'.
Oh my god.
Does she at
Okay,
least look,
I forget it. It is bad.
does
What?
she at least look nice in chaps?
Yes, of course.
Okay, maybe this isn't so bad. I just
Got
constantly
something against the cowboy aesthetic for a girl, huh?
No.
Should I feel offended?
No. Neko sees how many Surge fan arts I repost.
Yes, because you keep adding me.
And yes.
Please
I'm
stop.
weak. Listen. Search the Tenric.
Yes. Next question.
Next question. Who's next on the roller?
Frog.
Frog.
I'm
Frog?
with my goblet.
Frog. We're volunteering you.
I can't believe you're pulling Frog into this.
We pull Frog into everything.
Frog
Someone
willingly is a
Correction, you
participant
pull
that is
frog
here.
into everything.
I do, because I love him. He's like the father I never had.
Huh.
Bro, that went
Oof.
places.
That's sweet.
He always gives me good life advice. While Ravel always gives me bad life advice.
I only give the best life advice.
What is your life advice this time? Do tell.
Forget about your anniversary for 2 years so the third one feels more special.
Queen of bad advice. The czar of supremely bad advice.
The elusive girl kisser strikes again.
The girl.
Yep,
The
Ravel's
girl.
Just so you know, I haven't kissed a girl in a year.
You have to think
Would-
about that for a second.
Yeah, probably more than a year.
Why
Oh,
did you
God.
feel the need to tell us this?
Did you call me a girl kisser?
Alright.
Sorry,
Make it
the way
sound
you
almost
said
like it's a
that.
bad
Because you
thing.
called
We
me a
have fun
girl
here
kisser.
at the Wild West Wyvern table.
Yeah. You know what?
Yes, we do.
If you're the girl kisser, who's the boy kisser?
Me, I'm the boy kisser.
You kiss boys. Just like
Neko
The
immediately,
spine-
it was me!
the
Rather
knowing
disappointing.
the
I'm
smug SpongeBob
Spartacus.
meme.
No, I'm Spartacus.
I do have a boyfriend.
I know,
Therefore
but
I am the boy kisser.
I'm just saying, it's the SpongeBob meme. You kiss boys, don't you?
You kiss boys, don't you, Squidward?
Oh no!
Oh no.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh,
And
I
then,
What is this
absolutely
evolved into?
loathe it. I despise it. Please make it
well,
stop.
Do it
let's
again.
be honest. Later on in that episode, he gets some thick thighs, so he
That's
might
from eating
be
all the
kissy
Krabby
boy.
Patties.
Do it
Yeah.
again. Neko,
What?
do it again.
I'll go to your
I
thighs
don't
and then
know.
you'll blow up.
Oh, fuck, man.
You know what? I point at Silsey. Dragon.
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 Dragon D's nuts! Across the
Oh
face!
no! You invoked it! Why'd you invoke it?
Do I
Because
get
they're
psychic damage from that?
because Silsey's from Boston. That's why.
I'm not from fucking Boston. I've never been to fucking Massachusetts.
Okay. Well, we know Jiraki. We know where Jiraki's from.
You don't know
Stacker
where
From
wouldn't
I
know.
Static?
I don't know.
That's a
Rabble is from.
New Zealand.
Yep, New Zealand. And Neko is from
I am
the
from
East.
one of the hottest places on earth.
the sun.
You choose
Yeah.
to live there now.
Actually.
Yes, the sun. The hottest place on earth. The sun.
Yes, I hail from the sun.
I'm
It's nice to meet
actually
you.
dying.
You know what? Nobody knows where I'm from, though.
You're not from anywhere.
I'm from the moon.
Oh,
So you're full
Hi,
of
neighbor.
cheese.
I've come.
Did someone say
Hold on. Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck
I-
not.
I,
As long as you
I
don't
have
say
been
anything
swearing
offensive.
quite a bit.
fuck yeah?
I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker.
That's okay. There's no,
Kristen
there's
makes
no,
I know exactly what
there's no,
that's
there's
going
no
to.
Shadow the Hedgehog love here. There's none of that here. This isn't
He's not
Une's
that-
channel.
Yeah, he's not a bad
Aye.
character.
Jesus.
This
I'm
is a
pissed
pro
on the
Shadow the Hedgehog
moon.
server. Listen, he's just like me for real, for real. He's edgy. He's got the
Black
shoes
and
that
red.
light up.
He's got trauma that he's dealing with.
Oh,
You
no.
know, also he loves Latinas.
Do you love Latinas?
I fucking remember.
I'm not
that
gonna
meme.
summon her. No, I'm not
I'm-
summoning. I'm not summoning Une. Are you kidding me?
just-
No, she'd be so sad if I were to
Oh,
actually speak out
It's-
against Shadow the Hedgehog. Nah.
You
Not
know,
happening.
you know
What's
what's the funny thing? We found
What?
out that finding out that Skyla is Latina,
Yeah,
and then now everyone's drawing her with Shadow.
yeah.
I don't even know who that character is. My brain is like
She's-
fried at this point.
She's a
Skyla
gym
from
leader.
Pokemon, the flying type gym leader.
There was some
Oh,
leaks,
the sexy pilot.
Yes,
Yep,
the
and
sexy
she's-
pilot.
and her ethnicity is Latin. She's a Latina.
I haven't seen the Pokemon leaks. I'm
Well,
sorry.
no, it said Hispanic.
It's what good times. There's nothing else the leaks have.
Nope, nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else. We didn't talk
Nothing
about
Nothing
that.
else, guys.
Nothing else. Just Latinas.
Just Latinas. Only
Just
Latinas.
What the fuck
Only
is this
Latinas.
evolved into?
OnlyLatinas.com.
Only
Oh no.
Fucking-
Silly.
Fucking Shadow has a 1-year subscription renewal.
What's with Shadow and loving Latinas?
It
It's
all
just Shadow
started
the
when a
Hedgehog.
YouTuber did a funny dub.
Someone did a funny dub, and the rest was history. And if they don't make a reference to it in the third movie, we riot.
I don't think they're gonna make it, but it'd be funny
I
if they
will.
did.
Imagine.
Let me
It'd be
put it like
funny,
this.
but I honestly do not care.
Listen,
I
we
don't
don't
even
have
care enough to
Eggman
go and
pissing on the
see the
moon.
next
It's
movie.
okay.
It's let me.
All right.
Woohoo! You're back.
Hi.
Hey.
Yep.
Let's go.
The conversation went places.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about Latinas.
We love Latinas, Gallig.
Yeah, we were talking about latinasonly.com.
You know, before
And
the
shout out the
inevitable
hedgehog.
destruction of whatever's going to happen to us.
As the elemental dragon opens its mouth, the lightning sort of coalescing in its maw lances out and strikes the car behind the dining car, carrying across the side of the train. Uh, the the vehicle is rocked by several explosions as the oil inside the lamps ignites and combusts all at once.
Oh, fuck.
Wasn't.
Uh-oh.
The the train itself lurches to the side with the force of the blasts, and you guys kind of feel that weightlessness of like when you're in a elevator car that descends and you jump.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, shit.
As the train
the
begins
Mythbusters prove this already as false. Also help. Anyway, please continue. Sorry.
Rain
all good.
falls, everyone dies.
End of campaign.
The
Alright.
train
End of
starts
campaign.
the train starts to plummet the close to, and your feather tokens all activate and you are now
don't-
sort of floating suspended inside this falling train.
I don't
The
want to
the
be
entire time.
inside when it hits the ground, though. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
was about
make
to
my
say,
way
so-
toward the. I'm gonna make my way toward the opening, so that I can get out before this thing becomes a self flattened tin can on the ground.
And we
I'm not
move
fully
as
evacuating, but I'm gonna rest at the I'm gonna basically like hold on to the edges of the thing. I'm gonna hold on to the edge of the hole that got blasted out, so then I can gauge when to push myself away from the falling train car.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna swim over there too. Because I
Sweet.
still need. Well, I should still have my sensor on.
Mm-hmm.
So I still see this thing um beelining towards us?
No, it's not beelining towards you guys. It's actually turned and is heading more towards the far end of the train car or the far end of the train.
Um I think this thing's intent destroying all the cars.
Well, we should
That
probably
is
get
why
out
we
of the
will
car.
not be remaining.
Just moon
Who
space
is by
float.
Cliff right now?
Hmm?
Me probably?
Alright. I'm gonna use a focus point and use heightened step of the wind, grab you, and basically we are going to be on the outside of the train car.
What?
We're gonna grab
Yep.
you.
Y'all
Yeah.
are going places.
You're gonna grab me and go in somewhere?
We're on
Y'all
the
are going
outside of the train
somewhere.
car. I used the heightened step of the
Alrighty.
wind.
Wait!
Bullets
Nope.
out.
Don't want to be crushed.
You guys see the monstrosity get within feet of the train car before veering to well, it'd be its right, and sort of strafing the side of the vessel.
Can I take a
And-
single shot at
Sure, if you want to, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. All right. Here we go. An actual attack roll, everybody.
Oh my god.
The first attack of the game. Let's see how it
Let's go.
goes.
And it's
Yay.
with a gun. The way we like it.
Holy
32.
fuck!
32.
Jesus.
I
That's gonna
don't
hit.
miss.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I just saw your
Not
plus to
much.
hit modifier. Holy shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
you don't
17.
miss.
Yeah. Oh wow, your to hit is a lot bigger than my to hit.
I decided there's one thing that each of my characters, when I make them, they're good at. That's what this is.
The
They're
roll
good at
for
hitting.
This
the
girl's talent.
I mean,
the round deflects off of slams into one of the plates on the side of its head, cracking the slate that it looks like it's made out of, and you see as in the side of its head its eye, that looks like it's sort of made out of electricity, like looks at you,
Oh, he did not like that.
and it lets out another ear splitting roar as it continues. It'll probably return for you later. However, the
I just
sounds
want to impress on everybody. I just shot a elemental dragon from a falling train in the sky.
how
Awesome.
cool is that, right?
That's cool. Okay.
That is
Bang.
Let's
cool.
continue.
Genuinely.
Another roar shakes what remains of the vehicle. You guys see from the outside of the train. Sammy, you would see this with your all-around vision, and then Cliff and Melinda would also see it too. But you guys see bodies of the other passengers sort of falling slowly, blown free by the explosion, the other exploding cars. Some of them moving, some of them not.
Okay.
But all of that sort of takes a back seat as you see on the far end of the train, the caboose nearly a quarter mile away, is another massive monster clinging to the side of the train.
Oh, hail.
Wasn't like, well, ain't that exciting?
well, time to get off.
This one.
Oh, things are about to get so much fun around here.
No, they aren't. We gotta go.
Aw, all right.
Garnet, I'd like to get off the ride now.
And this one looks like this.
Don't worry, I have something.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, another.
Boy, oh boy.
Except this one seems to be constructed out of meat and scales. So while one looks like an elemental, the other one looks like a genuine, tremendous dragon. Nearly the same size as the one that has blown the train off its air trail.
Is that a flying sea monster?
And no.
Ooh, really interesting. Love what they got going on out in this place.
What?
The meat one. I'm gonna take a shot.
It's too far away. You wouldn't be able to hit it, but I admire your
320 feet?
Sick.
Yeah, we're talking like it's on the end of an on like a train.
Oh.
So we're talking like a quarter of a mile.
Ow.
Sigurd, please, where are you?
Oh,
As they're
Rick. Oh, jeez.
They're checking in they're frantically checking in their pockets, calling out for Sigurd.
So,
The
Ravel, how you feeling?
Dreaming.
God.
You're outside the train with me. Don't worry, you're
the
not going anywhere.
just no response. Just wild screaming.
They're just
the
wild screaming. I'm
elementals.
just holding them with one hand.
What's the
Are
roll
you
for that?
goddamn insane?
Maybe. Little
I
bit.
didn't even grab my feather.
The elemental dragon grabs onto the side of the train. It's too heavy for it to lift it, but it uses it to sort of steady itself as a pulse of blue light sort of travels up its underside towards its mouth, and it like turns into a ball of lightning in its maw, coalescing similar to its previous breath weapons before before the lightning takes on a, a different quality.
A
Um,
different quality?
yes, it instead changes to like a purple,
Oh, purple lightning.
and it unleashes another breath weapon at the let's we'll go with True Dragon just for simplicity's sake.
Is it trying to tear up the train?
No. Oh yeah. If you have, all of you guys can tell based off of body posture. The three of you capable of seeing this thing, or the four of you that are able to see this thing right now, you can tell this is a grudge match.
Oh. Oh, we're in the middle of a turf war. Oh no.
You know what they say, when two elephants fight, the ground loses. So let's. Time to go. Is
The
there any?
the air suddenly smells of copper pennies and blood
Oh
as
no.
as the as like several large sparks appear in the air around the well, you know what, I'm not gonna be coy about it anymore. The great Wyrm blue dragon. um
Oh well, fuck.
and as they turn in they sort of materialize into massive swords made out of lightning and magic around the dragon, and the two tremendous beasts lay into one another with tremendous attacks that blow apart the back half of the train. um massive electricity and magic swords slam into the um into the primal dragon as um a as a similar purple spark appears behind the true dragon, and with a I'm gonna need con saves from everybody.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. 26.
Oh fuck.
24.
Success.
Five.
Did not. More con save, not deck save.
Whoops.
But you rolled in at 20, so we'll just keep that.
15.
All right, Cliff and Beatrice, you guys are deafened as an arc flash of purple lightning connects the spark inside the primal dragon's mouth, and the spark that had appeared behind the true dragon, and it just fucking explodes.
Uh, let's
basically like, have you guys ever seen a Jacob's Ladder? How it's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
climbing arc. They just sort of down the side of the train, tearing chunks of wood and metal off of it as the arcs of purple lightning slam into the true dragon and uh, blow apart the cars that it's holding on to, dislodging it from the rest of the vehicle.
All right.
Um, the primal dragon turning its body to look at Beatrice. Um, again before pushing off of the falling vessel and giving chase.
All right. Question: as we're at below us, are there any tree covers, anything to hide in?
Y'all are
Bushes?
falling towards a forest.
All right. I'm just gonna ask, as we're falling, I'm just gonna ask everyone to. Sam's gonna ask everyone to grab his hand.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
They're gonna
And
scream
yes.
out. Can you hear me now? Or are you saying
Yeah.
out of character?
No,
Uh,
in
No,
character, we can't hear
we
you. We're deafened.
we yeah. I am
All right.
also deafened, so I can't
All
hear them.
right. All right. Since they have some experience with this, they're gonna grab Beatrice, grab everyone, make them lock hands. They're not even asking.
So,
As
like, you pantomime this?
yes, grab hands
Go
quickly.
ahead and. Are you proficient in sign language?
I I
That
am not. I don't
that's
know.
more of a recent thing that they added. They didn't
I would
always
love
have
to.
the common. They didn't always have common hand sign language as a
I
thing.
I didn't even know
Go
you
ahead.
could get.
It's a recent addition when they started fudging with Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, I
They
didn't.
started. It's really recent that they made it an official selection.
Go
All right.
ahead and make me go ahead and make me a performance check to properly convey what you want the deaf people to do.
Okay. Hold on. Nope, that's a perception. Ignore that.
Nope, that's fine. A roll of 11. What's your modifier for performance?
-1.
Okay, so that's a 10 though. And it's simple enough. So
All
I just
right.
wanted to make sure that you got either a 10 or above.
Cool. I just want everyone to lock hands.
Okay.
All right, so who does it?
Well, I'll do it.
I'll walk forward down the train car and do it.
Because I gotta time this extremely right.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I want to do, DM, I know this thing flies fast, and I know it's gonna gun straight for Beatrice. So Sam's gonna take Beatrice first. They're probably not gonna hear it. They're saying sorry as they grab them by the
It's
hip.
it's chasing the true dragon.
Oh, well, either way, they're gonna grab onto Beatrice. As since they're the biggest one, they're gonna have to angle this, and they're going to cast Gust of Wind to kind of propel themselves to the trees.
Okay.
I mean, I'm activating the feather token and I'm trying to like time it so I can jump toward a clearing because I can't do trees.
Yeah, well, you'll still float. I think you'll still float. This just ain't.
Ultimately, y'all are trying to get clear of the train so that y'all can fall someplace safely, right?
Yep.
Yeah, basically,
Um,
and I'm trying to avoid trees
Well,
because
I mean,
if I hit a
Well,
tree, I'm not having a good time.
yeah.
well, either or we can. I'm just using Gust of Wind to help angle us.
okay.
I'm
I
just
can
being
jump.
grappled right now, to be honest.
I cannot.
Don't worry,
I'm
I
being
will use
real.
my body as a cushion for you, Ravel.
You're not a pillow. The point is, I'm just using gust of wind to help us.
It's okay, I have slow fall.
Look, y'all had
Mhm.
the feather tokens activate automatically,
Yeah.
so it's just y'all are just getting clear of the train as it falls towards the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Wind before it explodes, preferably.
As you all get clear of the falling vessel, it takes a almost 30 seconds by the time you guys get off of the get off the vehicle for it to slam into the ground, wiping out swaths of trees and rocks as it crashes down the side of a small of the valley that it's landing in, leaving scorch marks, huge divots, kicking up loads of dirt and detritus. And you all have about another 300 feet before you land with the tokens.
Huh.
I'm Iron Manning it.
The the wreckage smoking and smoldering and on fire as you all land in the clearing that the wreckage has created.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Woo! That was fun.
Sam's hanging from their hood by a tree in a tree.
You need help with
Uh,
that?
as the as the tree snaps
Oh no.
and they fall.
I wish to catch him. Them.
Who knows? I don't even know.
I don't know your character's pronouns.
Who knows? Anywho, they just fall face first.
I didn't realize we'd rolled up into town quite yet. That's rolling into town music.
Oh, that is rolling into town music, isn't it?
Also, now that they fell flat on the ground, their hood slid off. And they see a face that I can't find. Now, where are you?
Well, how you do that, I'm just gonna basically help Ravel's character to their feet. You okay there, bud?
It's just a completely different person now.
I could have
like-
swore I grabbed an orc.
That was so amazing.
No, they're
He just
they're an
dusts himself
adrenaline
off.
junkie.
I
That
would
was
prefer
so
that we don't.
terrible.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where's my art?
I prefer we
Neck
didn't do
up.
that again.
Oh yeah, it was
We do not.
terrifying.
If you don't want to do it again, and if we don't want to face those beasts, I suggest we get clear of the debris field and we find shelter.
There it
Perhaps
is.
a cave or something else.
I agree.
I can find I can find that, no problem.
Also, there's a skeleton cat.
Yeah, can I check Cuddle's character? Look at it. More like, oh,
Yeah,
what's
you
that?
can. You're on the ground now.
What's that?
It's looks like a skeleton cat.
Just gonna go like, when I said you were dry as a bone, I didn't mean it literally.
Where are we?
Puns later. Puns later. Shelter immediately. Come on.
There's always time for puns, and he's.
You guys hear a groan from one of the rail cars. It's the wreckage of the dining car you guys had been in is the escape hatch on the top gets. There's a banging from the inside.
I will
Oh,
go and
God,
help to
now-
open it.
Same.
Yes. I will go towards whoever's hurt and help out with opening the hatch.
Alright. Cliff, since you already get advantage, why don't you go ahead and just roll for the strength check to pull the hatch open? It's kind of semi-mangled, so.
Alright, strength check or athletics?
So you've got advantage.
Okay, so yeah, that would be athletics then?
No, it's just a strength check.
Okay,
But
I
with
got
your
it.
hippo build, you have advantage on strength-based ability checks and saving throws.
Yeah,
Rip it open.
thank God for advantage. 17.
Yeah, with a creak and a groan, you guys managed to pry the fucking thing open. And inside you see Gortusk, the bartender, basically leaned up against the side of the inside. He hadn't managed to get out through the hole. But thankfully his feather token had prevented him from getting pasted inside the train car.
I immediately.
He does have a
With his
splinter
strength,
of
rip
wood
into your
sticking
ankle
out
is
of his
done.
gut.
I immediately jump in
Yeah!
as they quickly kneel over and start to check how bad that sliver is in them.
Let's just say if he wasn't an orc, he'd be dead.
All right. Cool. Can I roll a medicine to treat this wound?
Yes.
All right.
All right, an 18. Okay, with practiced skill, you're able to remove the wood that's impaling his stomach without causing any further damage. The older orc gentleman looks at all of you and says, I suppose it's a bit presumptuous for me to say welcome, but this is kind of the state of things in right now in the valley.
I also cast Cure Wounds after I've dressed up
Alrighty.
his wound. A little rain cloud just appears and starts sprinkling crystalline water on his wound.
That's mighty kind of you.
Hold on. Can you stand?
Yeah, I think I should be good here in just a bit. I'll be nursing the stomach one for a while though.
Just try not to move too much. It might cause your wound to reopen.
He with some help he gets out of the wreckage.
There's no one else? Is there anyone else hurt or?
Nope.
No, there's a fair few number of bodies strewn about in the path of the wreckage though.
Checking for any survivors.
Alrighty, go ahead. Anybody that wants to look for survivors, go ahead and roll me investigation checks. Or survival,
Damn.
if that one's better.
16. I'll take it.
Survival, I'll definitely roll because that's a +7.
21.
22. What's 9 plus 10? 21.
You stupid.
22
Stupid.
survival.
17 investigation.
All right. Awesome. So, all 5 of you can roll me a d4.
The 4.
A D12, you said?
3.
A d4, yeah.
Oh, a D4.
3.
4.
That's a 1.
The
Please
duality
roll
of
in
man.
the chat.
Yeah, I don't know how.
There's,
All right,
a,
now
there's a button in the lower left-hand corner. Looks like a d20.
okay, this song is a little unfitting.
I rolled a 1.
just broken, dead, bleeding bodies all over the place. A smoldering ruin of a train. And just some nice, pleasant bluegrass playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Neko,
All right, so you guys managed to find 13 more survivors.
they'll do their doctorate thing and check everyone, treat wounds if they can, heal the most egregious ones if necessary.
Right.
And any who are not able to walk, Beatrice will make a sort of a oh boy, like a
Like a sled?
like a sled, and she'll go ahead and just kind of wrap it around her waist, and she'll start dragging anyone who isn't able to move on their own. She'll go ahead and pull them along.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, the situation is such that either they're able to walk or you don't have to worry about it.
Oof.
I don't know if
The
we have
cheering
time
music
to
definitely
make.
doesn't fit that.
I don't know if we'll have time to bury bodies, but they'll, I mean, they'll try and make some type of burial. I've only other done sea burials, but they try
Well,
and just pray for lost souls.
if ever there was a time to get accustomed to tragedy, this would sadly be it.
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be fine.
I feel inspired for a new song.
Oh, you sing?
Also, don't she kind of just drops her accent.
I play.
Well, I'll help with the digging.
Beatrice, you notice, because you've got the highest passive perception, but you notice that Velastrazic's body is very much absent.
No, Beatrice is super sus because very suckix. Sorry, I keep blanking on her name. V, the unpleasant V woman. Conveniently left the car just before we got attacked, and the attack hit where she was just beforehand. So, Beatrice is not one for dismissing coincidence.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's immediately suspicious because all of this, everything went wrong, but she seemed to know, and she didn't mention anything to anybody. But she seemed to know that something was about to happen because she got out of there. So, yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. Seuss.
I get out my I get out my sensor and wave it above the probably shallow graves. I think we would have gone for expedience as
I mean,
opposed to something.
I mean, unless
even
somebody has
even
like the what is it? The
Mold
move
Earth.
earth. Yeah, the mold earth cantrip that would make quick work.
Sadly, I
Nope.
do not. It is.
I
most of
can only
the
just dig so fast with what I got.
you get the impression that most of these people, like, these are co-workers that passed away. Yeah, there's some people that are like sad that their friends and stuff are that their friends are gone, but like for the most part, everybody seems nervous about being outside of the city limits.
Mm.
More
Um.
so than they care about burying anybody.
Yeah. So
Well.
Beatrice will start grouping everybody together into like dip into multiple groups, not one great big massive target. She's gonna try and break everybody up into smaller groups, and she's going to try and space them out as she determines what direction should the city be from where we are.
Mm.
Do I
Oh.
recall seeing it from when we were falling?
Yes, you do, but more to the point, you can still see the the sky track.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send it all the groups one by one with intervals between them to just start going along, to start following along the rail track, and everybody has explicit instructions to immediately hide if something starts going wrong.
I still have my elevated sight. I could. Do I?
How long does that last?
Oh, it's a minute. Never mind. But I can cast it if needed. I also have. So we know do we know that the track leads directly to the town we need to get to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm considering it, what time of the day is it?
Right now, it's late afternoon. The sun's going to
So
start going down, so you won't be able to see the track.
I have I,
Does it at least go in a straight line?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just try and orient myself as best with existing things that I can see from the ground. What direction we need to go, and I'm gonna go ahead and I will take the lead of the different groups. You said we had 13 survivors.
Mm-hmm. Including, not including Gortusk.
Okay, not including Gortusk. Okay.
He actually looks over at you, and he looks up at you and says, "Listen, I'm aware that I know that you're technically in charge of that the five of you are guards while we're moving. However, I can't help but think it might not be the best idea for a lot of these people to be moving around in the dark."
um
Only
here's
until
what
we can get a certain. Only until we can get a. God, German.
I,
Only until we can get a certain distance away from the train. Once we do that, then we can go ahead and hunker down. I just don't want to be near the largest, most evident landmark of a potentially free meal. And there is a certain smell around here that may draw wild beasts.
Yeah, that was a good idea. It was probably best to bury those people before it attracted that thing again. But furthermore, if I'm right and I read it right, deserts tend to get really cold. So we at least should make use of the daylight we have.
We're in the forest, though.
Yeah. We're in steppe, I believe is
Still,
what you said.
well, still,
Well, it's like a taiga almost.
Gotcha.
it's still, but it still can
It's like
get cold.
it's a pretty chilly but like
Oh, it's
forest,
Colorado.
pinewood forest.
It's
We're
North
it's
Dakota.
Colorado. Colorado. We're basically up in the really densely forested area, and we're making our way down, and it will get steadily more arid the further we go down.
Me
Uh-huh.
in Colorado.
I think I see a town. The sign says South Park.
Boo! Boo!
Any, yeah, Sammy's more concerned about the well-being of people who are hurt. It's already asking a lot for people who have probably took some gnarly injuries to start doing traveling even for a short time. Because they
Just
only could do
just until we clear the debris field and are well clear of the line of sight. That is all. I'm not asking them to make the entire trek all the way to the town.
all right. Just once we have a moment, I need to dress and clean their wounds.
One of the other co-workers, a a wizened-looking older high elf, walks up to Gortusk and says and starts whispering to him. And Gortusk says back to him, I don't want to go there unless we absolutely have no other choice.
Alright.
Is there some sort of secret that you would like to share with the group?
If I'm being honest, no, I don't want to share. But about 15 years ago, a group of another trading company from High Haven made a settlement they made a smaller settlement, sort of like a prospect in town, about judging by where we are, that right up there, that's Rockfist Mesa. He says, pointing to a big plateau where the erosion in the side of the plateau makes it look like a clenched fist. He says, at the base of the mesa, there's a is where they made the town Summitsville. Ow.
You okay there?
The problem is that nobody knows what happened to it. It just kind of stopped responding to messages about 10 years ago.
Well, if it is closer, then it is the most ideal place for us to at least make temporary situations for everyone.
Mm-hmm. It should be less than 2 miles away.
I think that would be more manageable for those who have been slightly more grievously injured.
I agree.
All right. Then it will be our temporary situation until we are able to stabilize everyone adequately for more extended travel. Anyone who is not able to walk sufficiently under their own power, please come forward. I will do my best to carry as many of you as I can.
Oh, they just forgot something. Are you, Lady Beatrice? That
Yes,
I forgot to check if you were okay. Are you?
you are sweet for your concern. I promise you, I am in perfect working order. But you will be the first to know if I do end up with some sort of injury.
There are a couple of low-level wizards in the group. You know,
Injured or lazy? I do want to do a vibe check. Who might be coming forward?
No. The
Difference
injured-
between injured or lazy.
No. I'm saying that they cast Tensor's floating disc to carry
Gotcha.
people.
I'm gonna be like, Sheriff, I need help.
Sheriff.
Law lady. I do believe that I do.
I do
I do
declare.
declare, my ankle appears to be swollen. Oh, Mr. Law, my ankle. I am absolutely just swooning. I'm losing my balance here. Oh, it's like I have a case of the vapors. Oh, please come here, Mr. Lawman. Give me a ride. Anyway.
You know what?
Okay, so
You're
do you
grounded.
actually call out to Beatrice to give you a ride?
Yeah.
Just
How big are
turns
you
into
again?
What?
How big are you again? What's your size, roughly?
How much do you weigh?
Ooh. I mean, it's just a medium. Just like a normal human.
Yeah, I could carry you.
Ah, thank you. I really hate walking.
Just remember that this is the only time that you are going to get a freebie. Next time you had better be bleeding.
Don't worry about that. The name's Akita Moore, by the way. Bet you didn't recognize me.
Is the
No. What was the original name that you were going by? Orkion from Auckland or something like that?
I thought they were going by Grack.
Oh, you didn't pay
Grak,
attention
Grak
enough.
from.
I'm gonna change my voice like I'm like, it was rock.
I see. Well,
Miss they're searching for the pronoun. Are you her at all, or
I'm so hurt in my feelings.
uh, I'm
they're
sorry.
fine. They are perfectly fine, I promise you. Though if they continue to be a little shit, they will not be so okay.
Actually, I'm gonna be like, I think I have a little scratch in my face.
Grabs
They'll-
face, pushes it back away. Come along, little brat.
Hey, I'm not a brat. I'm an
You are
artist.
acting like a brat.
Your little
Aw, I'm
makeshift
just having a little
convoy
fun.
starts heading towards um, Rockfist
Yep.
Mesa, and despite the despite the dangers you guys have faced, even in your short time since arriving here, you can't help but kind of admire the bright oranges and yellows and purples of the that get cast across the feature's surface as the sun begins to set.
Huh.
Stunning.
Um,
Absolutely beautiful.
Just keep changing accents.
This place sure is pretty.
the
I'm checking the human next trepidatiously.
All right,
yeah
you go
the
ahead and give
the
her a
the
checkup.
region of Kindush that you guys are in, if any of you are familiar with maps of the area, will note that, like, aside from a few spots, three sides of the region are basically walled in by mountains. So as just a little bit of geography, as water evaporates from Lake Gathar, it kind of gets trapped in the area as wind currents try to move it south. And that's why you guys have so much, that's why the area has so much lush greenery, despite being a mesa, or despite being a steppe area and being mountainous.
Mm,
Um, it also means that um, the region gets less sunlight than a lot of places do, because the sun has to come up over the mountains and then goes down over the mountains at the end of the day.
I see.
So while while it doesn't have to deal with like the harsh the long nights of the north and south, it averages about 12 hours of night and 12 hours of daylight a day. Um, which means that because the sun is setting behind the mountains, you can tell that it's about 8 o'clock. So from 8 to 8, you've got sunlight, and then from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., it's pretty dark. With like that the last 2 hours on either end being like kind of like twilight.
Hmm.
The region is gorgeous. Lots of biodiversity. You can tell where like local erosion has led to rivers that cut through the area. Lots of wildlife. Um, it's it's a little alarming the first time you guys see a pack of wolves, but frankly, they just leave you guys alone. Like there's no there's very little um scarcity of resources here. Frankly, if it wasn't for the giant fucking monsters, this region would be ideal for civilization.
Um, mm,
I
As you
love
guys get
this.
as you guys get closer to
I
the
know.
to the base of the plateau. It's now quite a bit darker. Let's call it like low light, unless otherwise. It's like either low light or darkness, unless otherwise specified. Long shadows from every tree, and the sun is sort of barely peeking over the top of the mountain range to the west. Um, as you guys get closer to Summitsville, um, let's see. Centaurs don't have dark vision, do they?
I have dark vision.
No.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
only asking because it'll change Silsey's passive perception.
Oh.
Um, who in the party with dark vision has a passive of 15 or higher? Sammy, you do?
Yep.
Okay. About a half mile away from where it was pointed out that Summitsville would be, start to notice like a gossamer thread, kind of coating the greenery and the foliage, kind of weaving big long silky curtains from up in the trees, and kind of up in the trees down onto the forest floor. As you guys get closer, it gets more and more dense.
See. They'll point it out to Beatrice.
It's almost impossible for anybody without dark vision to even see it,
Ah, well, that sucks for me.
in this crappy light.
What?
Mm-hmm.
There's some sort of threat? What? I am sorry. I cannot see it for the life of me.
Oh wait, they have something. They cut from their finger. They cast a little mote of electricity and cast light.
Okay. You see, as you guys have been walking, you see the front of, like the front part, basically from the waist down on pretty much everybody, is kind of like coated in like this silky thread, like you guys have been walking through it. And now that the light is bright, you guys can tell that this is spider webs, like cobwebs.
Ugh.
I reach into my pack and I pull out one of my torches and I light it up.
All right, yeah, no, the entire forest, looks like it's been like sort of draped in cobwebs, spider webs.
Melt. All right, everyone, be very cautious. Keep your eyes up and around, but primarily up. If you see or hear anything that sounds out of the ordinary, please let us know.
I like the decoration.
Particularly if you see any large spiders. If you see a spider that is larger than your thumb, let us all know.
Cliff kind of raises his
For
hand.
as you guys keep walking, the spiders fuck off. Like when you guys get close. I mean, they're just normal ass spiders.
Man,
These ones are.
That's why I was
Man.
like, Cliff raised his hand because he has huge fucking thumbs.
man,
Yeah,
fuck them spiders.
Beatrice is not fucking around. She is viewing this whole area suspiciously, especially since currently she's operating under the impression that that everything was to some degree deliberate. She is absolutely not about this life, so she's just gonna hold out her torch, burn whatever webs get directly in her way, but she's gonna keep on forging the path forward with her gun out.
Sounds good. So gun drawn.
Yep, gun in one hand, torch in the other.
Seeing you
Mhm.
have your gun out, Cliff's gonna take out his spear.
Alrighty. Eventually, you guys all see it. Summitsville. Or at least what's left of it.
Mhm.
1 second.
Well, if there is a roof, it's home.
As long as it is able to provide any kind of shelter, then it is adequate.
That is exactly what I said.
You are absolutely correct. But also, continue to keep your eyes out for any kind of trouble. Alright?
Melinda has her weapons at her great axe at the ready. Actually, she is gonna check in with her patron on how things are.
That's
You
kind of
know,
what it looks like, by the way.
ooh,
Oh boy, I'll let chat see this. The
that's
migratory patterns of the spider.
Oh
looks-
god, I've seen this picture.
Ooh, Spideys.
I forget what
And-
like city has that, but I know it's like by migrating spiders.
There's also a place in Australia that has not even migrating spiders, but they're like whole forests that just suddenly become like this.
Ihalico and Gippsland are the two towns that, like, it regularly happens to.
Yeah.
Coleco. Ah. ColecoVision.
Mm-hmm. The town itself is again blanketed in gossamer spider webbing. Not enough to obstruct or prevent you guys from moving through it. Just the whole, like, as soon as a breeze travels through, then the webbing moves and it makes, it creates like artifacts in your vision. Stuff moves that shouldn't. You just get the sense that you're being watched from all over.
Melinda likes this. She likes being on edge, despite the
feel
fact that she can no longer be surprised.
I feel a tingle in the back of my neck.
Ooh, that's a good thing.
Ow.
You might want to double check and make sure that it isn't just another spider.
Ah, delightful.
Damn
This
me.
Love it.
this town has a similar setup to like think of it like a mead hall. So there's like one big guild building, and then
Huh.
like a bunch of shacks that kind of circle around it, and then up against the base of the plateau is the entrance to the mine.
Definitely not going down there
you can-
anytime soon.
You can see the mine's entrance, but that's just because of the sheer size of it. Um, it just looks like a yawning maw sticking out of, or basically set into the side of the mountain.
Hmm.
Many of the many of the people that many of the survivors are very nervous about staying here for the night, but given the alternative is trying to hoof it in very hostile woods, um, they all kind of shut up about it and wait for you guys to tell them where we were gonna stay for the night.
Well, hmm,
Beatrice will try and keep as many as many people close together as possible. She'll like try and break it up into like no more than 3 groups and keep everybody in like the 3 most intact, close together buildings.
Okay. So you got 2 groups of 3 and 1 group of 4. And you guys are dividing them up amongst the buildings.
Let's
I am.
check.
I'm trying to make sure that the buildings are close together, that they're still intact, and we're checking them first before anyone takes up any degree of residence.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
I'm just trying to get people sorted out.
Okay, so there are 4 outer buildings and the mead hall.
Okay.
We're just calling it that because it's the first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
Which there's one. We'll call them. The one on the east is going to be 1. Then 2 and 3 are to the south, and 4 is to the west of the mead hall. And then the mine is about a quarter-mile to the north of this little prospector village.
Hmm.
Which one do you want to go into first?
might as well check the big building.
Yeah, the longhouse.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, the silky blanket falls away easily just by pulling on it. Doesn't seem to be supernaturally strong or particularly thick. Just, you know, spiders made a bunch of web here.
Everything is suspicious.
You know what?
Uh,
Trust me. Nothing about this is suspicious.
all
Pretty
right.
suspicious.
Suspicious.
I'm beginning to feel like you don't trust me.
So DM,
What up?
I would have this. Is there any place that looks like what's the old timey word for infirmary?
Oh,
Is there any?
yeah? No.
No.
There's
How about an inn
Apothecary.
or?
this is
The
a
old
thick,
doctor office.
this
Yeah,
is
a dog.
no, this is not like this is not even the slightest bit settled. It looks completely abandoned. There's not even
Okay,
any
well,
corpses.
okay. Is there room with? Is there any place with the most beds?
You don't know. Or do you go into the longhouse?
Yes.
Who all goes into the longhouse?
Cliff,
I do.
Beatrice.
Gun and torch at the ready.
I'm
I
still on
have
top of
my
her.
spear.
Okay. So what about Neko? Neko, what are you doing?
Neko died.
Neko. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
as you guys look around, Melinda is missing.
Darn. That's worrying.
Who's missing?
The hell?
Melinda.
Where
Who?
did they go?
Melinda.
The one with the scary axe.
The one with the scary axe.
The one with the super cool axe.
The one that went to go talk to their patron and
Yes.
then got yeeted from the world.
Well,
Wait,
Well, shit.
Alrighty.
Oh, were you asking that in character?
how was that? Wait, I'm confused. Are you saying this out of character?
I thought you were asking a question out of character,
Yeah.
like who is Melinda, when they introduced themselves to the group.
Yeah.
I take some time to remember characters.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then why'd you respond to? Then why'd you respond to me? I'm not a character.
Well, technically, you are playing every character that
Oh.
isn't us. Anywho,
It's
they
okay.
open the door.
If you misunderstood, right? So when you guys go outside, once you guys decide to all go into the longhouse, you guys realize that one of your numbers is missing. The lady with the axe has either wandered off or something's happened.
1, 2, 3. Wait a minute.
I'll leave that to. I'll leave that to people more adjusted to murder. I need to find these people beds so I can actually treat their injuries properly.
Also, given that it is dark, I cannot exactly go searching about in a place I'm unfamiliar with. So,
I-
whatever has happened with them, it is something that is currently beyond my power. I have to try and keep these people safe.
I
So?
can go look. I can see the dark.
Okay, so
D'accord.
who's going inside?
The doctor.
Going inside the longhouse, I think we're like going inside the longhouse to check it out, and then we're gonna bring people in. But as for searching for our lost person,
No, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Cliff can see in the
I
dark. He
believe-
offered to go look.
Oh, so Cliff's gonna go look for.
lost
Belinda.
person, yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Is it Melinda or Belinda?
Belinda.
Mowinda.
Melinda. Okay. I'm trying.
Hello.
M-A-W-I.
Seems like
Oh,
I came
there
back
you
just
are.
in time. Yep.
Yeah,
A little
you
late.
got the darkness snatched you
Oh
away.
no,
Don't worry about it.
you're missing right now.
Oh. Yippee!
So
I love being kidnapped by the darkness. Yeah.
not quite. Alright, so Cliff is gonna go searching from a window while Mora, Beatrice, and Sammy go inside the longhouse to investigate. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Inside the longhouse, it's like the spider webs come down like almost in sheets. They don't like. It's just kind of like hanging there. Just sort of like. Yeah, it's pretty spooky, but it's not like there's. Frankly, it just looks abandoned. The beds have started to kind of fall apart, but the straw mats that were being used as mattresses, they're lumpy but still there. It it goes to reason that this was probably the lodging of the prospector town. Um,
Hmm.
Rusted out pickaxes and shovels leaning against the wall.
Yeah, cozy warm western was not exactly the music of choice for creepy web infested lodge.
It'll be
Never
fine.
mind. No, that's the vibe we're going with. All right.
Looks like a cozy enough place.
Mm.
I've still
We're
got my
still-
torch out, so
Okay,
any
awesome. So, as you get further inside the building, you see that there is all of the beds in the back half of the longhouse have been moved to either side to make room for a hole about 8 feet in diameter that goes straight down.
Uh-huh.
great big old long pause as Beatrice just looks at the big hole in the wall, and she's just like,
In the ground. It's in the floor.
"Oh, in the ground."
Yeah, it goes straight down.
Even
Even
better.
Even
Well-
better. So yeah, she just looks at the hole in the floor, slowly turns and looks at the others near her.
Like, try not to lean down too much.
Who
That
would
doesn't
like to
look-
put gold on the likelihood that this is where all the former occupants of this town ended up in one way or another?
I look into the hole.
A gaze into the abyss.
It's an
Does the
hole.
abyss stare back?
How far is your dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay, you can see the bottom of the hole. The hole is only about 30 feet deep. And it just looks like an empty pit.
No.
I'm
Horseshit.
not.
I'm starting to feel like you don't trust me, Silsey.
Does it look the hole? Does it look like
Blow you.
Does it look like something? It's actually been dug through by something, or
Yeah, it looks like.
does it look like
Go ahead and make
Yeah.
me an investigation check.
tools or natural tools? Hold on.
Was it dug
Invest-
by a man or was it done dug
am-
by some kind of critter? There we go.
A varmint.
Farm.
Rusty varmint.
8.
It looks like it was dug by normal tools. You can see the the marks on the sides of the wall. Like the wall of the hole where like shovels were dug into it.
Why
See
would
something, Bones?
Why would they dig a hole inside a building?
Perhaps to try and escape something that was trying to force its way in.
We're gonna have to do detective work. Sam's gonna, at that comment, Sam's gonna check like the windows, doors, see if any scratches or gashes or anything that signals something.
Okay, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Upon not finding a immediate host of either monsters or skeletons, Beatrice is just going to start leading people in.
You did find a skeleton.
Just one.
What skeleton? Oh, never mind. Okay, so
No one's brought it up yet.
I did.
You did, but you were an orc at one moment, and now you're
Yeah,
who
no
knows.
one brought that
anyway,
up either.
guys. All right.
Guys.
Anyway, um, so Beatrice starts ushering people inside.
Yep.
All right.
Advising them to be careful about moving anything because we're also trying to see what the fuck is up, Kyle, with the hole in the back of the building. But which she also does not hide from anybody. She lets people know upon coming in. We are currently investigating something, but it is better to have you all here in sight rather than have you all sitting out in the cold. So please,
But be careful with the shadows.
don't scare them. In fact, you get off. You can walk around just fine on your own at this point.
They lost their
Aw.
riding privileges.
But it was
Oh.
so fun.
Alrighty.
Don't
Quick pivot.
don't make me buck you off.
You're kind of comfortable, you know?
Alrighty.
Get off.
Mawinda.
Hello.
Awesome.
Belinda.
So we're gonna turn back time a little bit.
Oh, we're sharing? Got it.
Mm.
Until
Let's do the time warp again.
until shortly after you and the rest of the team arrived at the town of Summitsville.
Mm-hmm.
Walking through the small, not even a thorp, but the infested little outpost. You feel your axe start to tug at your back and growl.
And she's gonna grab her axe and look at it. What's wrong, wifey?
With an eyeball opens up in the center of the axe, and it looks towards the plateau, specifically the hole, the mine shaft that is dug into the side of it.
Is there something in there?
It starts to tug on your arms, pulling you towards the hole.
Fun times ahead. Here we go.
I'm gonna go into the hole now.
All right.
Praise him.
Well, I mean, unless you take off at a mad sprint, you still got a little bit before you get there.
Yeah, she'll go running.
Yep. All right. Go ahead and make me a
Athletics.
acrobat. Wait, hold on a second. I gotta check some shit.
I mean, either or is fine. If it's athletics or acrobatics.
All right. Cool. How do you avoid eating shit?
How do I avoid
A
eating
dexterity
shit?
save if you're
Yeah.
trying to avoid obstacles.
Yeah. Roll me a dex save.
Is it something that I can see, yay or nay?
No, you can't see it. I mean, that's part of why
Uh,
you're rolling the dex save.
No, I mean I was just asking for danger sense, but good to know anyways.
No danger sense, because it itself does not pose a direct danger to you. You are a danger to yourself.
I mean that was almost a natural 20, but
That is
that's a 17.
All right, you manage to trip and stumble and roll with it and get back up. no worse for wear.
She's laughing the entire way.
All right, which actually brings us to Cliff. You can hear the giggling moron.
Like,
Cliff is going towards the direction of the giggling.
Alrighty.
Why do they always gotta have the crazy ones wander off?
All right, Cliff, you can see, and you are actually a shitload faster than Melinda.
Yes.
However, even without even with the head start Melinda has, Cliff, you're able to catch up to her just before she enters the mine shaft.
Where do you think you're going?
hmm? Oh, well, my axe was telling me there was something in here, so I was gonna go in.
And you didn't think to tell the rest of us?
Like, well, my wife kind of takes priority a little bit. And I kind of just do what she says, so.
Well, I don't think it's wise to go into sudden caves.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
You get eaten.
Oh, I've had that happen to me before. It wasn't that bad.
I think you should just come back to the rest of us in the hall and we can all investigate together.
She's gonna look to her wife. What does her wife think about this?
Axe noises.
Axe.
Noises intensify.
The screams of the damned intensify.
The axe is, man, it is trying to pull you inside. There's something in there it wants to kill.
Mm,
Hey,
know,
Don't
like,
you do it.
like, we all make tough choices in life, but I don't argue with my wife.
And she just happily skips on to go do go fight whatever is in there.
Oh, god damn it. I'm not letting you go in here alone.
Oh, cool! We get to have a friend who gets to join the carnage.
I was gonna say, now you have a choice, Cliff. You can either go back and tell the party, or you can just
I may
follow
be
her in.
fast, but I'm not that fucking fast. Might as well
How
follow the
fast is
crazy
your
one
move?
at
How
60
fast
feet.
is your move? Oh wow, you are way faster than me. Yeah.
Yeah, if I step in the wind, I can go 120 feet a turn.
For free
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, I'm fast, but I don't think I'm fast enough to get to one place, tell somebody something, and then run all the way back to get you as you're fighting something.
Aren't you a Path of Shadow or a Way of Shadow monk?
Yes, but I have to have a direct line of sight. And also, I think that's still range capped. Let me check. Class features.
I know that it's like a 30 to 60 foot range, but it's instantaneous. And it can be done, I believe, as a bonus action.
Teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. That's also within dim light or darkness, yeah.
And it is currently nighttime, so you basically have unlimited capacity to just instantly teleport your way over to us to let us know what's going on. But that's meta talk. Forget
Yeah.
I said anything.
That is meta, but fun meta talk that we learned something new today.
Yeah.
All right.
Cliff's also in the mindset of, like, even if he's fast, something can happen at any moment, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you Upon the first step you take in the mine, you step on a. It's hard to tell if it's a spore pod of some kind or a spider egg. But either way, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Who's making wisdom saves? Both of us, or just?
I want nope. Just just Neko.
Okay,
Just the crazy one.
they're stepping on gross
13.
shit.
Ooh, that's a failure. Um, you don't feel so good.
Uh-oh,
Gotta
Mr.
go
Stark.
kill something today. Gotta kill.
All right, I'm gonna send you the stats for a thing.
We'll be fine.
That's like heroic last stand kind of music.
I'm just giggling because it happened right as they stepped on that.
Because it's got that melancholy a little bit in there. So
Nice.
it's the hero who's like giving their last words before they go out and they face the line of goons.
Or at least in this case, it's the crazy one that stepped on a spider egg or some shit.
Yeah.
As the spores land on your body, you feel your flesh and limbs start to warp and change. Additional legs sprouting from your back as you're folded in half and turned into a giant spider.
What in the
You are now a giant spider, as if by the polymorph spell.
Oh,
You're not gonna bite me, aren't you?
He cannot talk.
Cliff does not know this.
Spider hissing noises intensify.
Don't do it. Don't you bite at me.
That's not. That's
They- they just kind of like stare at you
You
and then
can't
just keep
wield an
just
axe,
keep
man.
going like as if nothing happened.
God damn it. Why do I gotta be your keeper today?
Alright, we're
Babysitting
not gonna
time.
invest the spore pod. Okie dokie.
They're
Make me a wisdom
continuing
save.
forward. I don't have time to investigate.
Cliff, make me a wisdom save.
Fuck. 10.
Yeah. The giant hippo is turned into a giant spider as well, and they both go skittering off and deeper into the cave.
Oh, that's not going to be a good time when we find you.
No,
No,
it's not.
It's not true polymorph, it only lasts an hour.
However, I don't know if it's going to take us a full hour to find them.
Thankfully, y'all's intelligence is 9 as giant spiders. Which means you are able to make conscious decisions.
as a giant spider.
As a giant spider.
I have
Oh, I
something
think I'm
that can
looking
help
at the
us,
wrong
don't worry.
giant spider.
Oh,
You
wait.
can still be insane.
Nope, I had to look up wild shape. Give me 1 second. Now, let me just look
Yeah,
up giant
no,
spider.
I actually looked up a giant spider. A giant spider's intelligence is -4.
Oh god.
Oh no.
That's not
Or
possible.
well,
That is a
their
3
stat
intelligence.
card
The
is
the
negative.
modifier,
Yeah.
the
The
modifier, which means
Modifier is
they
2.
Yeah, a plus 9
Huh?
would be like Anansi.
Yeah.
No, it's got an intelligence of 3. Okay, so as spiders, 2 of you here in your strange spider language, you hear the most lovely, enticing singing ever. Well, it's like singing and the noise, it's more felt than heard because you don't have ears.
Mm-hmm.
But it like resonates throughout the entire structure, the entire mine shaft, as if somebody was playing the web that you're walking on like a harp,
Hmm.
beckoning you further into the mine shaft, which
Hmm.
you guys follow.
And then you're like,
As
wait a
you
minute,
get
what the fuck is a harp?
Hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
as y'all get further down there, we're talking like it's a pretty complicated mine. Um, it's a pretty complicated. It's like it's almost like a strip mine that goes down at about a 45-50 degree angle.
Hmm.
Well, it's a good thing we have spider climb.
So true.
Yeah.
Is Cliff an equally just absurdly sized fucking spider?
No. He's just a regular giant spider, just like all of the other giant spiders you guys see as you head down the shaft
I
towards the
love it.
noise.
Just a regular giant spider.
You know, like you do.
Spooter,
Do as
spooter, spooter.
giant spiders do.
Spooter, spooter, spooter.
Haven't you been Australia?
You guys, you notice that the further you guys get down, the larger the spiders get.
Oh.
Um, Many of them um, seem to be uh, they seem to be digging, weirdly enough, with like um, they're using tools, not like humanoid tools, but like
Tools
they've
that are made for
webbed
spiders.
they've
Cow
webbed
tools.
like shade they use the silk and attach spades to their frontmost limbs and are digging out the inside of this strip mine.
Huh.
Huh.
That's interesting
And as
for
you
a
get down
spider
to
to
the
do.
bottom, the mine itself ends on like it's like a 20-foot wide ring of earth surrounding a um like an 80-foot diameter pit. In the middle of the pit, which you guys can see as giant spiders with your dark vision, y'all see a an absolutely massive spider um tending to a large clutch of eggs in the center of the pit.
Hmm.
Art and artwork.
Uh... Oh, God. I don't know if I want to share that one with the audience.
You might
Oh
not.
fuck yeah, I'll do it. All right, hold
For the
on.
sake of the person I know who
Uh.
is watching with arachnophobia, I'm gonna spare you that.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, delightful and crunchy. You guys are gonna love this one. You guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. Want to see it? Want to see it? Boom! Look at that. Oh man, it's got like crystalline growth on its back end. It's got a whole bunch of tiny little spiders all over its thorax, and look at that, way more than 8
Those are
eyes.
not
What is that?
tiny-
That's
Those are not
that's
tiny
1,
or
2,
little.
3,
Look at
4,
the
5,
scale
6,
that it's next to.
Yeah, look at that thing's
7.
huge.
So it's got like 14 eyes.
Why does it sound like you're doing like a car commercial? Like, this boy has more than 8 eyes.
This thing
Smacks the spider. This baby can hold so many tiny baby spiders that aren't actually baby or tiny. It's horrifying. It is.
slaps its ass.
This is
thing
a
can have so much
monstrosity.
silk in it.
Slaps the centaur. This baby can ferry
Oh.
so many
Kill.
orcs.
Okay.
Will kill.
Apparent orcs.
Apparent orcs, we don't know. Jury's out. All we know is they dodged their taxes. Truly
I did.
I did.
Damn.
I
Damn.
did.
How, how did you know?
As you watch the massive spider, you guys notice a on its perched on its back, like sitting there, is a human.
Oh.
Eh?
Echo.
And I think
No.
we're gonna call it there.
What? The fucking cliffhanger.
Two of us have been turned into spooters.
And
The
then
rest have no idea where we are.
For some reason, I want to eat
And-
bugs.
and tax evasion is afoot.
Tax evasion.
Mayhaps.
We can fight giant monsters, but the IRS, no thank you.
I prefer avoiding that one.
Oh my
My
god.
goodness.
The IRS is a like level 30.
No, it's level
Like,
99,
CR
man.
It's a CR 9 million. Because they can just come at you with so many fucking people. All the time,
here to-
always, forever.
Belinda, we're here to repossess your axe.
I repossess her axe. It's a cursed axe.
Exactly,
Now
they're taking it back to where it was cursed from.
By IRS.
Alrighty. I hope
Your
you guys had a
patron.
fun first session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tip the bus driver.
The train driver.
Yeah.
Certainly an interesting first session.
Yeah.
We fell to our near certain death had it not been for those things. Then we proceeded to just kind of save people a little bit, get to a nice little location.
Yeah, we were nice. We were saving
Learn
people.
location is not so nice.
To be fair, I had Featherfall, but it was more exciting this way.
We have a French cowgirl.
What got
Of
fucking problem with
course.
it? I told y'all I was not gonna be using the accent you expected.
I know.
Yeah, yeah, I love the accent though.
Hold on. Can you say you've yeed your last haw?
You have yeed your last
There it is. It's
And
been
now
said.
Neko, say I've taken a bunch of ketamine and I'm going to die.
That's a completely different turn. What in the?
That's
That's
I'm not sure if that's the right genre we're going for here, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess Tarantino is a genre, and both of those fit pretty
Oh,
well.
come on.
I'm gonna
Tarantino
be
is a
real. I'm
genre.
a, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Neko's character does have a little Tarantino. I feel
Ow.
like they're going. I feel like Kill Bill will happen eventually.
All
Don't
right.
do drugs, kids.
I'm gonna
Don't
go
do
and raid.
drugs.
Let me deafen real quick.
Yip yip.
Alrighty, everybody. We're gonna go raid somebody if I can here. We gotta put in the raid message. Thank you for all for watching. There we go. Paste raid message. Thank you all for watching. Stay awesome as per usual. And until next time, bye. If it's there it goes.